Lightweight, Alex Jones, you slimy fucker snake. In the spotlight's glare, shaving then stashed to Hitler chic, pretending you don't give a shit. Call it a social experiment, joining the Dems with the goddamn wink. But we see through your trolling bullshit. You're just a sinking prick. Since your wife built on your crazy ass, you've gone full unhinged fuck, ranting about frogs turning gay, conspiracies piled up like muck. Full mask off, you deranged motherfucker, distracting from the real crime. Trump's burying Epstein files, but you're stealing all the goddamn time. Owing nearly 1.5 billion to those Sandy Hook kin for calling their nightmare a hoax. You heartless piece of shit. Us versus them, but you're the tool, spreading lies like a disease. Bankrupt soul, bankrupt wallet. Get on your fucking knees. Dressed as the Joker, screaming about Obama in the dead of night. False flags flying, Pizzagate dreams, nothing ever fucking right. Harassing parents in their grief, saying kids ain't dead, you prick. Sandy Hook was staged, you said. Pure evil in your twisted dick. Jury slapped you with the bill, 1965 mil in Connecticut's court. Plus 47.3 more for your slime in Texas, that's a goddamn sport. Total hits 1.487 billion, but you cry poor and hide your ass. Liquidating InfoWars, still peddling your worthless trash. Full mask off, you deranged motherfucker, distracting from the real crime. Trump's burying Epstein files, but you're stealing all the goddamn time. Owing nearly 1.5 billion to those Sandy Hook kin for calling their nightmare a hoax. You heartless piece of shit. Us versus them, but you're the tool, spreading lies like a disease. Bankrupt soul, bankrupt wallet. Get on your fucking knees. You threaten to eat your neighbors, whether controlled by the deep state fuckers. Interrupting lives with your madness, sealing your own fate, you sucker. No remorse for the pain you caused those families torn apart. Defaming the dead for clicks and cash. Where's your rotten heart you fought? Wife left you spiraling, now you're a spectacle of shame. Hitler stashed for laughs, nah, it's just your twisted, fucked up game. So here's to you, Alex, the king of the con, you bastard. Distracting from truth while your empire's gone, you disaster. Pay up that 1.5 bill, you fraud in disguise. Full mask off forever, hope the world sees through your lies, you wise ass. Crazy since she split, now the bills come due. Us versus them, nah, it's everyone versus you. You screw, you screw. You screw.
Holy fucking shit, you guys. I mean, listen, there is, trolling, and then there's whatever the fuck Alex Jones is up to, rocking that Hitler stash, folks. This ain't a joke. It's real. He's out there absolutely doing it, claiming that he's out there doing it because that's what the left wants. The left is all just the Nazis and the socialists and the commies and the Marxies and whatever other goddamned batshit insane crazy motherfucking thing this rapidly irrelevant looking motherfucker is up to. It's always funny to watch Alex Jones attempt to come back from defeat. He's good at it. I'll be fair. I'll be honest with you guys. He's really good at escaping from the jaws of absolute defeat, right? He lives to fight another day. I guess good for him. Bad for the rest of us, right? Bad for the fucking rest of us. So yeah, one thing I want to kind of quickly touch upon. Why am I still on this goddamn thing? There we go. So one of the things I kind of want to touch upon is a comment I made the other night when I was streaming over in Hollywood After Dark. We were talking about free speech. 1, Donald Trump, 0 in the wake of the Jimmy Kimmel situation involving Kimmel getting brought back 6 days after Trump attempted to cancel him. Him even going out there and taking a victory lap on Truth Social, only for him to come back and make multiple threats against ABC for bringing Jimmy Fallon back on the air. And I'm sorry, that is absolute government censorship. That is an absolute fucking perfect example of why the First Amendment is needed to protect you from the government. And the guy at the top of the government is a whiny little bitch, just whiny. There's just no denying it at this point. I don't care how big of a fan of Donald Trump you are. I don't care. There's no way to look at his crash out over Jimmy Kimmel coming back and getting more ratings than Trump, better ratings than Trump, right? Trump kicking off the Streisand effect in one of the most effective ways I've ever fucking seen. And not laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. You have to laugh because he's crashing out so hard. It's so funny to watch. And it makes me kind of feel bad that I'm going on vacation, that I won't be able to sit here and laugh at it with you. I still probably will, to be fair, but it won't be anywhere near a live stream. So you guys are going to probably be not hearing my voice for the next couple of weeks. And I think that won't be bothering some of you. But anyway, I had made a comment about when I was asked about how I felt about the Biden administration putting pressure on Google to pull down content that it didn't like. I said, I don't care. I want to double down on that. I don't care. In fact, I don't care that the Biden administration pushed YouTube and Google to enforce its own terms of service in regards to medical misinformation, this involving COVID, and election misinformation, this involving the 2020 election that led into the J6 riot that actually had deaths and was an attempt to overthrow democracy. So yeah, I don't really give a shit that the government was trying to sit there and tell the new government, the new administration was like, hey, maybe let's kind of like have you guys actually enforce your terms of service so we can maybe bring the temperature down. And now that Trump's there, it's all bets are off. I mean, you can watch Charlie Kirk getting fucking like necked. You can watch him getting kirked over and over again in glorious 4K on this platform like no one gives a shit. But it's still true that the president of the United States is repeatedly making threats against a private business and one of their employees because he doesn't like being made fun of. And that is still far more important than asking a company that is underneath the with the internet, what was it? The Internet Protection Act or whatever it was. So I think it's like what, section 205 or 210 or whatever the fuck it is, to enforce their terms of service because they are not a publisher. They are simply just a hosting agent. I forget the actual terminology, but it's really not what the right wing made it out to be. So yeah, I stand by my comment. I don't care. I don't care. So there we go. Did I hear that there are 1,200 immigrants missing from Alligator Alcatraz? No, I did not. I did not hear that. Some of you mods have tribute. Who's here? Is Brandon already here? I don't even know. I'm looking there. I'm looking at the chat. There was eating his neighbor's line. I was waiting for, but it didn't say that he would eat their ass like a corn on the cob. Hey man, listen, I make these songs very quickly. Oh God, oh God, I fucking hate when David Pakman does that shit, to be honest with you. I really, really, really do. I truly get frustrated whenever he does the soundboard shit. Or when he tries to like do the memes. You know, and I've actually noticed this too. David Pakman, his views have gone down. There's been a lot of people that his views have gone down. But he's definitely one of them. And, you know, I mean, I still listen to David Pakman. I do think he is rather centered when he tries to be. The biggest problem with him predominantly is just that he tries to be this like almost tries to like Dave Rubin the situation by trying to be funny where he's not. And that's really the biggest thing. A lot of people, like, it's not even that I feel like I'm like hilarious. I think I get a good joke in every once in a while, and I try to be jovial and have a good time. But, you know, when I look at someone like David Pakman, you can tell he's really trying to like lean into it. And it's like, do you want to have a fucking career as a comedian? Is that your backup, right? You're going to get on stage and be like, let me talk to you guys about Truth Central, right? Truth. You know, excretions. He makes these like he makes these dad jokes that are just fucking god awful, you know. And that's something that you know, that's hard to watch, but it is there. What did crazy Uncle Alex Jones do this time? Did you not see the fucking thumbnail? Did you not see the thumbnail and shit? Kirk is a term I've seen tossed around a little bit. I think it's very crass, to be honest with you. I eat corn the long way. Yeah. There you go. That's why he's trying to, Kavari here says that's why he's trying to get his buddy to buy TikTok. Oh yeah, no, there was a thing today with Trump and talking about all of about MAGA, about what's it called? Fucking oh, Jesus Christ. I don't have it saved, but I had to find the clip because he was talking about the TikTok deal that he signed today, you know, and the TikTok deal that he signed, like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm glad they found a way to make it work. You know, I can't say that I don't trust China at all, but TikTok, the algorithm now is going to start absolutely suppressing so much stuff that is maybe not right away, but it's going to really, really, really start suppressing all of the left-leaning anti-Trump content, you know, and that's going to be a thing where you're going to have, that's a big part of the American user base is the politics. And I have a feeling what we're going to end up seeing is a lot of people attempting to like maybe go to Blue Sky and still trying to, you know, to get that off the ground. I don't know how Blue Sky's been doing. I kind of found it to be boring after a while because there's just like, it's all politics, right? You can't really go there and talk movies. You can't really go there and do much of anything else otherly, unfortunately, which is like, you know, it's kind of sad, just because it would be nice, you know, to like actually have a decent alternative, but it's, oh, here we go. Okay, I found the clip. Let me go and bring this up here. It just kind of sucks because, you know, it'd be good to have something that we could use, but, you know, it's, I don't know. It's, remember, anything that's not you, is the product, right? Anything that's not you is the product. So here we go. This is the clip. Drink the bone broth to ward off the gays, says Alex. I like bone broth just in general. H. here says Blue Sky is going nowhere. It's kind of true. Yeah. Is it an echo chamber, Benjamin? I mean, yeah, kind of. But then again, so is Twitter in certain places. Twitter, I would argue, you get probably the most diverse thoughts and opinions. I mean, well, you know, probably even TikTok because, you know, the algorithm is very different. And, you know, I think it's been proven that Elon actually was like altering the algorithm to push more right-wing voices, which is, you know, fucking terrible, but like this, what do you expect, right? What do you expect? So here we go. This is Trump talking about TikTok and how he would like it to go full MAGA.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. President, now that Americans will have operational control, do you want to see the algorithm suggest more MAGA-related content prioritized?
I always like MAGA related. If I could, I'd make it 100% MAGA related. It's actually a good question, but I would, yeah, if I could make it 100% MAGA, I would, but it's not going to work out that way, unfortunately. No, everyone's going to be treated fairly. Every group, every philosophy, every policy will be treated very fairly. Thank you.
So he says that, but let's be, and there's more to the clip, but let's be real. We all know that that's not even remotely accurate, right? That's not even like remotely what's going to happen. Because if Peter Thiel's involved, Larry Ellison is involved, and all of these guys that are conservative are involved, they're not going to like sit there and like allow everything, right? Trump's already trying to designate Antifa a terrorist organization. And I'd like to actually find out where Antifa meets, right? Do they have a local base of operation? Do they have a chapters? Do they have an emailing list? I mean, Christ almighty, do they have, you know, even numbers scrawled on the inside stalls of bathrooms at truck stops? Like, where is the organizational skill set that would make Antifa fucking, you know, anything other than just a boogeyman in the eyes of the right wing? It's not to say, look, and it's not to say that I'm like pro black bloc, because I'm not. I don't really care for those guys. I feel like any kind of property destruction is never good. You know, you can use your words like a big boy, and I think that could get more done. But unfortunately, what we have to deal with here is a situation where, you know, the entire 24-hour a day, 7-day a week online media apparatus is just pummeling people with headlines, pummeling people with very slanted, very skewed pieces of information, right? I mean, look at this whole fucking like Tylenol thing with pregnancy. Yeah, Tylenol has said back in 2017, like, don't take our products when you're pregnant. Okay, they said that because there was some concern at the time as a report was coming out, but there was never any credible evidence ever actually associated with that. And then now I've seen people I know that in my personal life, I know and I love, they're out there going like, well, it's really bad for your liver. Like, you shouldn't take Tylenol anyway because it's bad for your liver. And I'm like, yeah, but what about the autism? And they're like, well, it's really bad. I don't want to get political, but it's bad for your liver. So you can see a fair amount of like, you know, the goalposts shifting, because everything this man does is a smokescreen for something else. And that's not even me being hyperbolic. That's just real. You can listen to what he says. You can listen to what he says he promises he'll do, which he never really does. And then he also then will just kind of go, yeah, check back in 2 weeks, check back in 2 weeks. And no one ever really knows what the fuck is going on. So there's a lot of that. Everything is bad for your liver. Exactly. Let's see. Hold on. You don't play coy. You know where we all meet. By the Antifa clubhouse. She bakes the best diabetes cookies. Yeah, that's right. God, that's how I got type 2 apparently. Because I went to one meeting. Son of a bitch. Son of a biscuit. Son of a oh my gosh. Jesus Christ. All right. You know what sucks right now? I'm in the process of trying to clear out the files on my daughter's like tablets, right? And like put YouTube videos I download. Amazon makes it increasingly difficult to do anything. It's very frustrating. I hate it. Did I see one battle yet? I haven't gone to the movies. Is it out? I thought it was out like this week. Let me see what's even playing right now. I have no idea. Oh, did it come out today? Is that what's happening? Yeah, no, I'm going on vacation tomorrow, so I'm not going to be home, and I shouldn't even be streaming. I should be finishing up packing, which I'm like 99% done. You know, but let's see here. It was playing at my theater right now. I did watch Peacemaker though. Oh, it's okay. It's playing. Okay, it just started. Wow, 2 hours and 42 minutes. Holy shit. But hey, guys, I could go see Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie, tomorrow. The Strangers, Chapter 2. Okay. Him, I hear him is terrible. The Conjuring Last Rites, I hear that's also not great. I do want to see The Long Walk. I need to see Downton Abbey, The Senior, Spinal Tap 2, Toy Story, Hamilton, Freakier Friday, Weapons, Bad Guys. Just, all right. Nothing I can. You stole all my socks. Dude, my socks are missing. I'm not even making that up. I'm not even making that up. Like, it's my socks are literally missing. Let me tell you what happens with that, right? So I buy new socks, and then I use them, okay? And then I throw them in my laundry, and then my laundry gets mixed in with my girlfriend's laundry because, I hate that, but it happens. And then she takes all the socks out and then throws them all in a big pile. And then I'm like, where the fuck are my brand new socks that I bought? And she's like, well, they're in the pile. And I'm like, why did you? So it's very frustrating. Very frustrating. Anyway, nobody wants to see that Gabby shit. Yeah. Yes, Sin Affinity. I have, if you head over to $3 Theater, I have an entire like half-hour audio commentary on weapons. So, Avery talks more movies. Okay. Oh, Chan, what's up, man? Him is terrible, but not as bad as A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey. Oh, what's that one? Is that the one with what's his nuts? With the Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie, right? Is there a theater on board? No, there's not. Dude, fucking, this is an old ass ship. Like, I'm not even going to have like good movies to watch. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even making that up. It is, I did pay for the internet package. So I'll be able to probably like log into Netflix and watch some shit, but like, it's going to be nuts. Anyway, I really fucking hate these tablets. I've been trying for like hours to fucking like get to the files, and I can't find the files. And I'm so tempted to just say fuck it and just do a full restore on this one, because we're leaving in the morning, and it's like, why am I doing this now? Because this is my fucking life. So, is it the Hamilton movie that was released on Disney Plus? No, it's just, yeah, that's that one. Yeah. Oh, you go by Avery now? You came out as trans? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Congratulations. Congratulations on being free to do what you want any old time. Boop doop 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 doop. So, if you don't know that song, you should know that song. It's a good song. All right. Let's see here. Okay. You know what? I'm just resetting the whole fucking tablet. Screw it. Okay. So Tylenol was never held trials specifically on pregnant women. Was approved due to retrospective studies. I'm 100% convinced autism spikes are due to poisonous food supply. That's unavoidable. I mean, it's also, you could also look at the fact that, like, yeah, we are eating more processed food. There are more microplastics. Our population has rapidly doubled in the past. Like, from, you know, I've always bring this up. 1979 to 1999, our world population did double from 3 billion to 6 billion. And in the subsequent 26 years, we have gone, I think, about another, 2.5 billion or somewhere in there. Like, there's just so many fucking people. You know. So, well, yeah, it would all, I mean, I understand why you'd want to make your transition now. I get that. Hopefully you're in a state that has trans affirming care and you can get it. So, all right, let's go back to see what he says for the next minute and 20 seconds.
You know the valuation. You know the American company's going to be valued in the billions.
Well, they valued it very highly. They're paying a big number. Do you want to talk, Scott? Do you want to say something about value?
Well, I'll let the vice president, and then I can follow
And
up.
you'll say something.
Sure. Well, first of all, I would say all credit goes to the Secretary of the Treasury. Couldn't have got it done without Scott. Also couldn't have got it done without Sean Cooksey on my team, so thanks to them. The company will be valued around $14 billion. We actually think this is a good deal for investors, but ultimately the investors are going to make the determination about what they want to invest in and what they think is a proper value. The most important thing is that it does protect Americans' data security. It ensures TikTok is still accessible. And on this question of the algorithm, which we've heard this a lot, what this deal ensures is that the American entity and the American investors will actually control the algorithm. We don't want this used as a propaganda tool by any foreign government. We want to make sure that our people and our investors actually make these decisions based on what's good for their business as opposed to what's good for another government's propaganda arm. So
how are the two? Oh my God.
It's a very good.
So wait, hold on. How are the two any different? And that is a like literal question. How is like, we don't want the algorithm being used for propaganda by another country. Okay, fine, understandable. No one's against that. 100% agree. But we want it really for the investors and the people running the show behind the scenes that have the money to be able to push the content and the advertisements and everything else their way. That's fine. Who are the investors, the key investors behind it? Oh, Peter Thiel and Larry Ellison. Ooh, can't say that I'm necessarily happy about that. Oh, shut up, couch fucker. Exactly. Anyway, yeah, it's my money versus their money, pretty much. Yeah, Andrew, dude, I haven't even gotten to the Alex Jones thing yet. It doesn't matter if rocking a Hitler stash and claiming that you joined the fucking Democrat Party as a social experiment is literally 2011 like grade A cringe. Okay, that's why I'm saying, like, up here, he's like the biggest lol cow, because he is so rapidly fighting for any kind of relevance whatsoever. That's what he's trying to do. He's in the process of like losing InfoWars. I don't know when it's going to happen. He's been able to fight off some bids for a while, but eventually that is going to go away. The people from Sandy Hook are going to eventually fight him long enough to get it. Is it going to cripple him? No, but Owen Schroyer leaving, that's a big deal. But Alex is going to grift because that's what Alex does, is Alex grifts. He's always done that. That's never fucking changed. So, there's that. So it doesn't matter. But what cracked me up about it, though, because we can get into that here. Even InfoWars has they also bring it up here too. Alex Jones sports Hitler mustache after banned again by YouTube. And I cannot click off of this fucking, you know what? Hold on. Can I just block this thing? Ugh, I don't have the ability to block it. Damn it. Fucking YouTube, fucking Chrome getting rid of uBlock. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of laughing about all that shit with the ad blocker and everything else, but whatever, man. All right. Yeah, but it says here, Alex Jones sports the Hitler stash after being banned again by YouTube. If you don't know what's going on with all that, Alex Jones, can I find the actual, hold on, it's on Drama Alert. Let me find Drama Alert was talking about it earlier. Okay. Let's see. Trying to find the, where's the tweet? Okay. God damn it. Here we go. This is from 15 hours ago. Okay. So Alex Jones and others have been rebanned after being unbanned yesterday from YouTube, which is actually not true. There were the comments that Jim Jordan put out, and Jim Jordan was basically just like, hey guys, it's just totally, this is what they said they're going to do, which is not like true. And so YouTube here says to clarify that these channels were never unbanned. Some previously terminated creators tried to make new channels, but we terminated them as it's still against our rules for previously terminated users to start new channels. The pilot program for terminations that people have been talking about isn't available yet and will be a limited pilot program to start. We'll have more to share on how this program will work, who is eligible, and how creators can access it soon or very soon, right? And then, of course, these people are trying to point out this whole thing here for yesterday from Jim Jordan, saying that due to our oversight efforts, Google commits to offer all creators previously kicked off YouTube due to political speech violations to return to the platform, right? And again, Jim Jordan is a liar. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a liar. Like, ask Jim Jordan about, the gym he used to be a coach at, or the school he used to be a coach at. The guy's full of shit. So you can't ever really take everything these guys say. They want to make it out to be that they're bending that they're making big tech bend the knee, come to heel, all that stuff. Okay. And the truth is they are to some extent, but it's a slow go. Jim looks the other way, Jordan. Exactly. Jim looks the other way, Jordan, 100%. So they should, I'm going to disagree, actually. No, hold on. Let me point out what I said. I mentioned this earlier. I don't know if he's got here or not. If they stay within the bounds of what is underneath the terms of service that Google makes all of us agree to, then fine. Okay? Then fine. But these guys, they never actually stick to what's on the terms of service. Right? Joey M here says they all have small dick energy. Yeah, you're not wrong. But that's the whole point, though, is that if they were going to follow the rules, then that would be something worth having a conversation over. And that is also in part of the reason why the Biden administration was asking Google beforehand to enforce their terms of service. So that's kind of the difference of it there. Okay. Because we have to establish that there's a difference here. And so these guys never actually, follow the rules. They just go and do whatever the fuck they want. And Alex Jones right now is making sure he's not coming back to YouTube. He's making sure. You know why he's making sure? Because he gets more money if he doesn't come back to YouTube. because all he has to do, you can understand Nick not being allowed. I mean, come on, this Alex Jones rocking a Hitler stash, like he's doing, they're not going to let this back on. I mean, or advertisers are just, or if they do, there's going to be no monetization. But Alex Jones makes more money off of his little fucking supplement ads that we see right there at the bottom. Okay. And never mind all the AI videos of America First hats. That's kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. I don't mind it. But he makes his money on supplements. The man is a humble water filter merchant. You know what I'm saying? So like he probably doesn't care if there is or isn't advertisements running on there, but he wants access to the 2 billion monthly active users. He would be better off pushing for TikTok, where his virality would actually be able to propel him further in the algorithm to meet more people, because that's what Charlie Kirk did, right? When Charlie Kirk would put up those videos, those were very heavily edited, highly selected videos that would show him in the best light, never losing a battle, never losing an argument. And not to say that I think he did all the time. I don't quite know, but I know he didn't win everyone. And they would make it out like he was this master debater and everything else. And the guy used that as a way to really kind of like funnel eyeballs through virality to Turning Point. And it worked in his favor. It was really, really, really good. Alex Jones can't really do that with Gen Z. So maybe I'm wrong, and maybe he wants to come back to YouTube because that's where the boomers are, which all things considered would be where his audience is these days. Because Alex Jones is not a growing entity. He's been doing this now for goddamn near 30 years. And he's got himself to the point where he's literally giving himself a Hitler stash as a social fucking experiment. Him giving him it's like me with the polar bear. I can admit that was bad comedy. Okay. He won't admit this is bad comedy because this is bad comedy, right? This is some really bad comedy, especially kind of maybe right now, kind of bad comedy, but it is that. John Rocks here says, I'm a master debater. Hey man, I'm a cunning linguist. We should hang out. Let's see. Spherical Man says, in a way, Nick is on YouTube. Just look up black guy in the corner. He plays Nick videos with no interruptions and just places himself in the corner of the screen. Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be people who do that, right? Like there was someone the other day. I was quickly scrolling through my phone trying to listen to something as I was driving back to the shop, and I saw a Bulwark, because I listened to the Bulwark conversation. And I clicked on it, and like I just listen. I don't even watch the video. I tell you, I don't watch like 95% of what I watch on YouTube. I just listen. To me, it's all podcast. It's nothing more than audio in the background. And so, and like unless it's like a tutorial, like I don't really see the point of like ever being on camera. You know what I'm saying? And anyways, and then as I caught my eye, I looked at the screen and I saw like it looked weird, and it was just another guy re-uploading their content, but altering just the visuals of it and nothing else. And like that is the kind of shit on YouTube that should legitimately be stamped out. It is so easy to just download someone's video and re-upload it. I mean, that's pretty much all Twitter is. Holy fucking shit, Chris is alive. I thought the Beatus got you. Holy shit. You want me to send you a link? I haven't talked to you in forever. I'm going out of town tomorrow. So it's we could chit chat. Let me know if you want. Let's see here. Anyway, getting back into this here. Okay, so Alex says it's going to be a very special broadcast today at 11 a.m. Central. Rocking the stash. Oh, here we go. On Wednesday, YouTube approved new Alex Jones live channel, amassing over 22,000 subscribers overnight. And then they got yeeted. They got yeeted. That's pretty funny. That is pretty fucking funny, to be honest with you. I'm sorry. It's funny. I don't care. It's fucking funny. So then he gets mad and he's just like, I'm going to join the Democrat Party because I just can't fucking, because you're a piece of shit. Because you're a piece of fucking shit. So you get so mad that you're like, I got to fucking shave my beard and get the fucking, toothbrush mustache going on, because that's like, that's my way of trying to stay relevant. I mean, I guess it works. Because I'm fucking talking about him. But here is how it happened, apparently. So he's talking. The man's a living meme. He's nothing more than a living ass meme. But let's play it, and then I'll send Chris the invite.
So I don't know. Maybe I should, for a while, just as a social experiment, keep the mustache. What's everybody think? I kind of like my goatee beard. You know, I've been just kind of experimenting. Everybody asked what that look was I had before. Who's the Marvel comic guy that has the knives that comes out of his hand? Like a wolf or Wolverine, yeah. So my hair is gray all right here and still brown here. So I figured I'd shave down from where it was brown, white. Remember, I did that for a while, and it had that white and then into brown. People kind of thought that was interesting style. That was just me shaving, and no, let's see what that looks like. And this morning, again, I was about 5:30. I had complaints that my beard is prickly, and then I should, condition it, which I never do. So I'm conditioning it in the shower and all the rest of it. And then I'm going to trim it. And I get the clipper out, and I'm zzz, and Mushu, the ragdoll cat, jumps up in between me, give me a kiss, hits it, and he goes right down. I was like, oh my God. So I go, well, I got to cut my beard off. So I cut the beard off. I'm going to go with a mustache. And again, I was going to go hike with my workout partner, Sean Johnson. He saw it, started laughing. He said, he couldn't quit laughing. And I go, what? And he goes, dude, you look like a pedo. It's ridiculous. He goes, you got to cut that off. He goes, here, let's call my fiance up and see what she thinks. So he FaceTimes her. She goes, yeah, you lose it. And I said, all right, well, because we were going to hike around my house today. There's a big green belt there. I said, let me go in the bathroom. He goes, wait, don't. Go Hitler. At least let me see it. It'd be a great stunt as a joke. Started thinking, I was like, yeah, like a social experiment. Maybe just do it for a few days. And I go trim it, walk back out of the bathroom. He goes, damn, no, we got to take this stash back, call it the Jones now. This is a good looking mustache. He goes, you got to keep that. So that's how this happens. I may keep this for 6 months, actually, because I'm already the devil. I'm already Satan. I'm already all these things I never did. And also, I've never supported Hitler. And I oppose all forms of totalitarian systems. I don't think Hitler is the worst totalitarian in history, but he's right up there in the top 3 or 4.
Like, my favorite thing about Alex Jones is that he treats it like he's like a makeup vlogger. Like, come get ready with me. Yeah, I was in the shower and I was shaving my beard in the shower, and this ragdoll cat came in to give me a kiss and knocked the beard in my chin, and come on. Chris, check your fucking Twitter DM. Come on. And then, look, you gotta, I will say, in the sake of fairness, the convoluted story does make it seem somewhat legit. All right. The convoluted story makes it sound like it could be real. This happened, and then this happened, and then that happened, right? But at the same time, it also doesn't really feel like there's a cause and effect there that I truly believe. So anyway, so he's going to rock it for 6 months. Are they going to try to bring back this? Goddamn, if we start seeing a whole bunch of conservative young men rocking the toothbrush mustache, it's just, oh my God. And they start calling it the Jones. Oh, Jesus Christ. That would just be fucking wild. You don't get what's not to believe. Tyler, buddy. Jones is a known liar. The guy's a grifter, so he just makes shit up. He's been making shit up for fucking 30 goddamn years, right? Like it wasn't fully his idea. Exactly. Oh, hold on, Chris. Sorry. Hold on. There we go. It went through. It didn't go through. That's why. Tyler, I don't have the time to go through everything that Alex Jones has fucking made up. Watch his doc Endgame. You know which one I like, and I'll always stand it? is the one about the Bohemian Grove. I fully admit I like that. I tried getting into some of his stuff after the fact. You know, like when he's talking about like the Bilderberg group and whatnot, and then he's like, "We're in the hotel next door." Oh no, we're in the hotel, and they're on to us that we're here. And like, all right, man, come on, you know. And then he does the whole fucking oh God, what is it? That was it. No, Loose Change wasn't him. I don't think Loose Change was him, but Loose Change was definitely something he put out there. Yo, what up, Chris?
I'm coming out of my retirement grief bubble for one night because you're leaving tomorrow.
What? Wait, what do you mean retirement? I haven't talked to you like in a month.
Oh, I've been. My mom's on hospice. I've been taking care of my mom.
Sorry to hear that.
Been kind of.
I don't know. I'm not in the group anymore because I left because Fourth was going to be dropping weapon spoilers.
That was in August.
Yeah, and then he's like, "I'll add you back." And like, I just kind of got busy and forgot, you know. And like,
Yeah.
whatever.
I
I'm sorry.
figured-
I am sorry to
I
hear about your
figured-
mom, though.
Yeah, I figured
Oops. There we go. There we go.
the past month and my fucking StreamYard's acting up and my Twitter's acting up and I was like, fuck, man. I wanted to come in and be like, hey man, you're going to Hawaii. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm blocking you though and removing you from my friends list because only an asshole like you who's going to Hawaii would complain about not having good movies. I mean, that's just fucking
No. Hold up. There's a reason why I'm complaining about that. Okay.
I want your problems for one day where I'm going
I
to
will
Hawaii.
I will send you an image tomorrow when I get on the ship, and I will show you how fucking dainty, and I mean this, dainty, the goddamn room setup is for entertainment.
Right,
Okay,
I thought you
like-
were getting like the big suite and all that.
No, man. I mean, we got a balcony and it's going to be nice for 15 days to go and relax and everything else. It's going to be great. But no. Fucking the Carnival really doesn't like to like put money into their rooms. You know, it's like they call
You're
it the
not going on
fun
one of
shit.
those- You're not going on one of those like hip hop party tours, are you? Is that
Carnival is a
Carnival?
worldwide company that has like destinations everywhere. We're not going to the Caribbean
Okay, so it's not one
during
of those.
spring break.
Those might be bullshit anyway. That looks like
No,
propaganda. Those aren't.
actually,
those are a real
no.
thing. That's a real
Yeah.
thing.
Well, no. What I mean by like that is Carnival recently had to change their rules. And it is very much in response, sadly, to like a very specific demographic of their clientele.
I think that's awesome that they have the East Coast West Coast rivalry right there on the Carnival cruise ships. Fuck it.
So
that's a real. That's like a real. I thought that was like kind of maybe.
no, well, so what happens is like people go like, okay, so you go down to the Caribbean, right? So you leave out of like Galveston, Texas, or Orlando, or Fort Lauderdale, or Miami, right? And then that's like Florida's got a lot of cruise ports, and so maybe out of Tampa, even if you want to do that, right? Or Louisiana, I think New Orleans you can do. Anyway, there's a lot of cruise ports, and so they go down to like the Caribbean, and the Caribbean is like a 7-day. You're going to like different ports in like the Dominican Republic or fucking a few other places I forget right now. Some places you go to Mexico, whatever, right? But people go on, these are like basically booze cruises, right? You go down there because it's going to be hot. Everyone's going to be like, in their chonies, right? And they're just going to be getting fucking drunk. And so what happens, and you can look this up, man. Like, I'll fucking look it up here.
I saw some shit, but I didn't know if it was like real or not. I saw some like, people getting into it over like twerking and shit. I'm like,
hold on.
Serious?
There's that now too. Spherical Man says, so to be honest, you're going on a cruise. The room shouldn't be where you want to be staying. No, but I have kids.
Yeah.
So I'm there at night, right? Like I can't leave my kids to go out to the bar. For one, I don't drink. So there's that. All right. Like I don't drink and I can't get high because they can't let me, and I can't do it anyway. I'm legally prohibited. Fucking goddamn it. And that has everything to do with the state of Washington. So, and plus on the ship, you can't bring anything anyway. So I don't even want to risk it. No, so you end up like so at the end of the day, you're still in the room, right? And you're unwinding in the room. So what do? You turn on the TV, pop on a movie, right? Like my family, we unwind by watching movies. On our last cruise, we did 10 days, and we were on Princess, and they had, this was in the summer of 2023, the end of the summer 2023. They already had The Flash on video on demand.
Yeah, I remember that.
On the cruise ship. I mean, we watched like Legally Blonde like 5 times. You know what I'm saying? Like and I watched a bunch of films that I normally wouldn't watch. One of them, have you seen Gen V yet, season 2?
No, I never even watched season 1.
Fuck,
And I'm a
dude,
big fan of The Boys, but I heard so.
Those are all great. But the new bad guy for season 2, like I saw a movie with him and Christina Ricci in it, like this little independent film on the cruise ship. All I'm saying is like I usually watch the most kind of movies I wouldn't normally watch, because usually if I'm by myself, I'm watching like horror films, right, or action movies or something.
Why
my
can't
girlfriend,
what? Like
what?
Download a bunch, put them on a thumb drive or something.
Because I want to lay in bed and watch them on the big ass TV in the room. I don't want to sit there and be on my fucking tablet.
No, fling the tablet.
I can't. What? No, I can't do that on the ships. They have all that shit blocked.
Wow.
I can't even motherfucking bring you could bring like a Nintendo, right? Like I'm gonna bring my Switches and whatever, but it's like I can't bring the docking station and like plug it into the TV and play in the TV. They have all the ports blocked and shit.
It's horrible.
Like you can pay for the internet, and I did. I paid like $330 for it. But there's a reason for that. I have a reason for paying that kind of money for the internet, and that's just, by the way, the mid-tier plan, not even the high tier. So
So you're gonna get throttled, like
I'm gonna get throttled a bit, but that's okay. No, I don't really plan on watching Netflix. I'm working on my writing, and so I do a lot of research. And I need the internet for that. And then I also work with the AI, and I need the internet for that. And so to get, I'm really trying to like get this Bigfoot story I've been working on done. And I'm like halfway through, but I'm going to be working on that quite a bit, even tomorrow and shit. But it's like at the end of the day, though, it's like sitting there with the kids and like putting on a movie to get the kids to kind of wind down. When we did a Carnival cruise back in 2022, they had, again, shitty ass little TV. I not even 720p, dude. Not even not even fucking high definition, like at 720p.
Like standard basic.
We're talking like I think like even less than I think it was 480p. Okay, but I'm on Carnival, or not Carnival. I'm on Princess and I'm on Royal, and both of those have got a big ass TV and at least broadcasting in 1080p. But this is like fucking 480 and shit on a tiny little nothing TV. And apparently like that's whatever. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I mean, I will be like, mostly sleeping in the room and hanging with the kids and shit.
Yeah, I should have. I don't know. I kept forgetting you're not in the group chat and shit. I probably should have messaged you. I didn't realize it'd been over a month, man. I'm kind of a shitty friend. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know, man. I just been so fucking wrapped up, man. Like just
it's all good. I've been so fucking busy. Like last month, I did about 200 hours at work.
Oh, extra money for Hawaii.
It was nice. Yeah, it was nice. And then this month, like, it was so funny because I'm technically like I'm supposed to work on Thursday, so I'm on vacation right now. And I actually was going to be on vacation starting on Monday because I have Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays off. And then they're like, "Hey, can you work on Wednesday?" And I'm like, "All right, cool." And like, it's a quick shift. And I'm like, "All right, cool." And then last night, I started at 3:30. I didn't end until 3 a.m. And I'm like, really? A fucking like 11 and a half hour shift? And they're like, because what it was is they tried to get me to work today. Right? They tried to get me like,
and they know you're leaving for
they know I'm leaving. Yeah. They were like, the way they framed it was like, well, you can go and it would just be a quick trip up and quick trip back. Like that would be it. Right. So I think the most would be like start at 3:30 and about probably 9:30 or 10. So around like 6.5, 7 hours, like not so bad. Right. And that goes by super quick. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I could do it. But then I'm like, I still have to like, I had to run errands today and I had to go do a bunch of other shit today and, all that stuff. And so I just, I'm like, I can't really do it. And they're like, okay, great. So because of that, the other driver that they had on, he agreed to do the stuff that I was turning down. So as a result, I had to then get his last run, which was at 1 o'clock in the morning. So they kind of got me on that one, but it's fine.
Yeah, Spherical. I've been getting a lot of messages from people, man. There's been like a fucking, it's crazy, man. A lot of motherfuckers have been like checking up on me, making sure everything. I just, it means the world to me, guys. It really does. It means a lot.
I thought you were
wasn't
just
expecting-
busy, or you were just offline.
Fucking mom's super fucking sick, and then
No, I mean that happens, man.
Yeah.
That definitely happens. You gotta watch out for that. I do want to get this one here from H Parts though. Why did you say it doesn't take much for Parallax to excite me? Not cool. I don't. What was the context of that? I don't remember saying it like that.
for H parts.
I don't know. You're the one saying that like you're the one bearing your soul the other day on stream about how you know and whatever. And I don't know. I might have made a one-off joke or something, or it could have been Enosh. I have no fucking idea.
Yo, fuck, man. Behave, Chris. Behave.
No. It's been pretty funny on that shit.
Fuck
Anyway.
them motherfuckers, bro. Fuck him. Bro. Fuck.
Anyway, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I did go to a movie though, man. I went and saw one movie. I don't know why.
Did you?
I've been in this like fucking. I went and saw, and I'm like, it's some heavy shit, dude. I'm like, I'm thinking this. I've read the book. This ain't gonna be shit.
Oh, you saw The Long Walk?
The Long Walk is some heavy shit, bro.
Yeah. I read a thing on Reddit yesterday. A guy was talking about like, he's like, do people take their kids to see this movie because
if they gave Oscars for small roles, Judy Greer would get one. Like she fucking crushed every scene she was in. And here I am going through this mom shit, and I'm watching this like traumatized mother, and I'm going, why the fuck am I watching this movie? Mark Hamill's brutal in this fucking movie, dude. I was like,
yeah,
dude,
it comes out. By the
It's a
time I get back, it will be out on digital, I think. Or I get back, I think, no, a couple days after I get back, it gets out on digital. So I'll check it out then. But I did hear that, like, even I'm looking right now, and One Battle After Another, which just came out tonight, already has a version of it online.
PTA, baby. I mean, he's Boogie Nights and shit like that. I'm not really sure. I've never seen him do an action film. Has he ever done an action film? I know he did like The Master.
Not really.
He's like a visual guy and an art house guy, but I'm hearing nothing but great stuff about this movie. So I'm in, bro. I'll give it a shot. You know, I didn't know there was a Captain Jack Sparrow version out there already, but
there's a Captain Jack version of it right now. I'm checking the quality of it actually.
And then I got caught up on Peacemaker. I didn't watch Peacemaker until last night. And I haven't finished Alien Earth yet. Other than that, I haven't really been watching anything.
Oh my God. Well, you cannot. Holy shit. Is this real?
He said, is this real?
I don't think this is one day. Okay. Cause I'm looking at like, it pops up and it's like the quality
I saw
is like,
one and it wasn't the movie. It was a different movie.
This is another film that I don't know. It's, okay, so they fucked up on this one thing. Okay, that's fine.
They didn't fuck up. They lied. They lure you.
They lied. Yeah. It's no. It's. I mean, look, man. All this shit. I haven't seen Alien Earth yet. I was waiting for it to finish so I could binge it. I've kind of changed my policy on binging, because for a while I was like, this is great, and then I went the other way of like, fuck binging. We should do it week to week, and then now I'm like, fuck it, binge.
Certain things I don't mind, but for some reason I couldn't get wrapped up in the story. Now, Alien, I was having a lot of fun with up until like episode 6, and I was like, "What the fuck are they? What are you doing?" You know. And then, from what I heard, is the only complaint I'm hearing is they left it open ended, and we're not even sure if we're getting a season 2. So this might be all one big waste of time on a cliffhanger. But it's pretty good, man. The girl that plays like the main cyborg, she's a really good actress, and
nice.
You know, I'm just bored with the whole artificial intelligence is evil and it will always go bad no matter what you do. I'm just like, fuck, they've done this trope over and over and over. Can we just have some fucking aliens for a while? You know, can we have some space marines that gotta rock the shit? You know, can we get another Vasquez? Can we get another Vasquez? You know, raise your hand if you would love to see another Vasquez in this universe. But that's really
you just want to see a clone of Jeanette Goldstein. Is that where we're at right now?
I just want a character like her because she was just such badass and she went out like a total fucking G, you know, like that's,
okay.
You know, if you were doing a top 10 list of supporting characters, she would always be my number 1. Always.
She went out like a G, I think, in Near Dark. I didn't really care for the movie that much, but I thought
really
her death,
Near Dark's
yeah,
like such a different kind of vampire movie, and it's directed by that chick,
Catherine
She's
Bigelow.
really-
Yeah, no,
man.
it's not. You know what got me on it? It's the whole like blood transfusion thing. I think is what got me. It was kind of like, okay,
So the
I
only
don't
thing that
know.
makes you a vampire is the blood you have in your veins. Yeah, I never really thought about the blood. Don't ruin that movie for me. Shut up, Maddie. Just you know what? It's a great.
Well,
movie.
the dad was a vet, and he's all like, "Well, if I do a blood transfusion and take out all the
I don't
vampire
really
blood."
think that's how he sounded, but I know.
I don't give a
I
shit
know
how
how
he
you
sounded.
are.
That's
You
how
think all
he's
us
a
Midwesterners-
cigar chomping.
You just think all us Midwesterners are dumb rednecks. I know, bro. I know.
No, I think they were from Texas. Would you
Nuh-uh.
call
Was
Texas
it?
the Midwest? Was Texas
No,
the Midwest
Texas
or the
is the
South?
South. Texas is the South. Midwest stops at the Midwest. Literally,
Well, there you go.
stops
The
at
fucking
Oklahoma.
Mason-Dixon line, right?
All right. So maybe I didn't know. Why did I always think that was set in like?
I thought it was in Texas.
It might be Texas, man. I always thought that shit was set in like.
It's not a
Kansas.
terrible movie. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's kind of like if I'm going to watch a vampire flick from the 80s, right? Like, what's my go-to?
Oh come on, man!
It's Lost Boys.
Yeah, easily.
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
that's everybody's
You know?
go-to.
Thou shalt not. Like, you just
Yeah.
fuck yeah. Right? You get into it. Or what is this follow-up? Fright Night.
Probably Fright Night.
Probably Fright
Night. The early 2000s, you got the Wes Craven thing. It was really good with James Woods.
Oh, no. Oh, you're talking about vampires from
Vampires.
1998.
Yeah, there's
John Carpenter. John Carpenter
some-
did
there's some
vampires.
good shit. Yeah, John Carpenter.
Fuck,
not,
I love that
Wes
goddamn
Craven.
movie.
Um,
I want to get it on 4K. I'm just waiting for a sale.
Parallax, you
And-
shut your furry fucking mouth. Fright Night is good, but nothing ever will ever top. Did you hear this guy?
What's he saying?
Lost Boys really? All right, everybody's allowed their own opinion. I'm sorry.
Hold on. What's he saying about Lost Boys? I didn't even
He
see
said
this
Fright
thing.
Night is better.
I mean, like Fright Night is more contemporary, I would
Don't
argue.
you let
but,
him? Don't you let him corrupt you, bro?
dude,
okay.
okay, hold up. Hold up.
80s metal vampires will always rule over any other vampire.
Okay, true. But Fright Night has Marcy Darcy from Married to Children.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Lost Boys has saxophone guy.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What we need to do is,
And it's
We
got
need
Jamie
a-
Gertz. And and you can't go wrong with Jamie Gertz.
It's got half a Bill and Ted, motherfucker.
And who
It's
doesn't
got
want to? It's also got both the Coreys are in the movie.
both the Coreys,
and
You got
Diane
a
Wiest.
You got a very very young Jason Patrick.
Yeah.
That's just a great. You got
fucking,
Kate, come on, man, Kiefer. Half
You
a
got
Bill
the
and
Frog
Ted.
Brothers.
Yeah, I mean it's
And then again, Diane Wiest.
I tell you nothing. I will say
I would get a Wiest infection. You know what I'm
Fright Night
saying?
was Fright Night was scarier when I was young. It was a
Dude, Fright
scary
Night.
movie.
Fright Night is scarier, but the
Yeah.
Lost Boys isn't scary. It's kind of like, would you consider Lost Boys a horror film? I wouldn't. I would consider Fright
Lost
Night a
Boys-
horror film.
Lost Boys is more of a vampire thriller, like an
Thriller, right?
action.
Like a gothic
Yeah.
thriller. Like
Where-
I make the same argument for Sinners.
It's
Sinners
Fright
is more of a
Night.
thriller than it is a horror film.
Well, that girl got thrilled. I'll tell you that. A couple of them learning them lessons.
What?
What I mean, if they literally make a sequel to Sinners, it will be Sinners 2, Cunnilingus. Like just look at them.
Yeah, so much
You've
pussy eating in that
trying
movie.
to you've been trying to push that for like a year now. That like
I've been really trying to get to the bottom of that. That to me is like, my El Diablo, right? Or El Dorado. There you go. It's like the city of lost gold. Like, Ryan Coogler, why did you talk about pussy eating so much in that movie? Because I don't even think if I asked him, I'd get a straight answer.
30 Days of Night, scariest vampire.
30
I
days,
don't
30
know.
days
It's
of
pretty
night was good.
I love the villain. It's the same villain from like.
I wouldn't call it the scariest vampire film. I mean, it's kind of like,
No, when I was a kid, the one that messed me up the most, honestly, probably because I was a kid, Salem's Lot fucked me up pretty good when I was young. Like that's the one that.
see, I haven't seen
messed me up.
the Toby Hooper one from 79.
Yeah, it fucked me up pretty good.
I did watch last year when they did the remake for HBO Max.
Yeah,
I
it was
watched
pretty fun. That was a fun little.
I
vampire.
want to see
Yeah.
the 3.5-hour version of that movie because I think Gary Doberman is who wrote it and directed it. The guy who did I think The Conjuring. He wrote the Conjuring films and everything. And it's like I want to see his version of that because there's so much that I feel is cut out. but I was enjoying what I was seeing. You know, I liked it quite a bit. I mean,
And
you know,
you guys know how I am too, man. My month's coming. I'll watch a little horror here and there throughout the year, but October, you guys know how I am. All horror all month. So I'm kind of excited to get into some horror, man. There's a lot of shit I haven't seen this year. Like that Together movie looks insane.
Yeah, some body horror doesn't always do it for me, you know.
I'm not a body horror guy, but the parts that I did see, because if I told you who in my life was like, yeah, let's watch that, you'd be shocked. And
I think, well,
it was my mom.
Oh,
she wanted to watch it, so she's laying in her bed. We got it in the living room with the big screen and everything. We got her all comfortable, and she just thought it was so funny when the girl started screaming, "I just saw through our fucking hand," and you wanted to. The parts I did see were pretty crazy, but so I'm gonna watch that all the way through. I'm gonna go back to the classics that, you know, the modern classics, like of course, you know, Barbarian, the fucking the X trilogy. All those.
I still haven't seen Barbarian yet. But
Yeah,
I'll tell you this.
And you're the one told me to fucking watch it.
I probably did, but I haven't seen it. I saw Weapons. I liked Weapons a lot.
Weapons was great until it turned into Scooby-Doo at the end, but I get it.
I don't think it turned into Scooby-Doo at the end.
They were like,
but I do feel that basically Weapons is a 45-minute story with an hour and a half plotted movie, if that makes sense.
It took me a minute to realize who she was and what else I'd seen her in. I'm like, why does this old woman look so familiar to me? That chick's been in a lot of stuff and no one can remember her name. She was in like Streets of Fire. That chick's been around for a minute, that actress. Okay. And I was like, wow, what a great role for her. You know what I mean? Like, what?
And she was, well, you know, she was a last minute addition to the movie, right?
That's awesome. It's something that they finally gave her something she could sink her teeth into, man. Because that girl's been in a lot of stuff, but she's never been like the main chick. And this one, they kind of like, the ending, I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen it yet, but the ending did kind of piss me off, man. The hero of the story is the only one that doesn't get a happy ending. Fuck you.
Yeah, well, I think the fact that happy endings are kind of like, I kind of liked the more bleaker ending of it because it kind of makes sense. You know, it's like you have those kids, I don't want to spoil people who haven't seen it. So
hold on, H Barts. Who's Mama Arjona? Has he got a new one? Has he got a new one?
No, yeah. Now he's all about Adria Arjona. I don't know. Fallout's coming out in 2 months, so it's
I'm happy for
it is.
I got mine though. I still got, you know, wow, I'm kind of high right now, so I can't think of her name. Fucking the chick, man. Fucking Vanessa Kirby's great too, but the chick, man, fucking Gorge.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Anya Taylor-Joy. She's like mine. She's mine. Parallax. What's
Wait, hold on. How can he be homophobic to Parallax if Parallax is straight? I'm confused now, but I'm fine. I think that's Benson anyway. But
you're missing so many.
I'm trying to get to it here. Let me get to these.
Because of me. See, I come in.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Hold on. Parallax says that he got me into VHS, and you said it don't take much for him to get me into things. I don't think that was anything about you. If someone can sell you on something, then you know you'll watch it, right? Like I sold you on Avatar, and you liked Avatar, and you were showing Parallax all the old Hammer films, and so he was recommending something he liked to you, and you got into it. So if you're in that mutual exchange perspective, you're going to be fine. That's all it is.
The new Avatar. I am.
Dude, you see the new trailer today?
No, I haven't seen the new trailer yet.
Oh, fuck yeah.
One, though. I'm going to watch the new trailer.
Fuck yeah.
I got my night. Once I'm done with you, I got my night kind of like I had a little bit of downtime. I got my night.
It's like 2.5 minutes. Yeah.
I'm doing I want to see the Wolverine gameplay trailer. I want to see the trailer for Avatar. I've got an episode of Peacemaker I'm gonna watch, and I get to watch the end of Alien. So Alien,
dude, Peacemaker. I will say, Peacemaker, shit's gonna hit the fan.
I got all the way to episode 5, and I'm like, oh, people said nothing's going on. This is really good. It's just like the first one. There's a lot of heart in this.
There's stuff. It is taking a little bit of time, but I understand the reason why.
The way the last episode ended, hardcore, we're going to get Chris. I was pumped, bro. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm glad I don't got to wait but one day. Because I just started watching it last night. Went through 5 episodes.
Okay. I watched the first 2 episodes of Gen V season 2 last night, which is really good. Like,
is the first season good? Because I would definitely.
Yes. I would argue the first season of Gen V is better than The Boys past season 1. And I love The Boys. To make no mistake, I'm not criticizing The Boys. I love The Boys. But what I enjoy about Gen V, okay, in The Boys, the characters are all douchebags, right? They're pretty much all bad people except for Huey. And even Huey will do bad things. You know?
Yeah.
Like, there's no way of looking at Billy the Butcher and being like, you're a good guy, you know?
None of them are good guys.
Type,
None of
right?
them. Yeah.
But in Gen V, the main characters, for the most part, are actually genuinely good kids that are in a very bad situation.
We all start out as good kids, man.
And then season 2 is trying to kind of explain why things happen the way that they did. And a lot of it is manipulation. A lot of it is Vought doing what Vought does. You know, and it's but I really, really like it. I think season 1 is great. Season 2 off to a killer start. That show has never once let me down. Let me go on here. Hold on here. Jess here. Thank you. What are my thoughts on ICE using the Pokemon theme song and imagery for the new ad? I just like what they're trying to do.
That's fucking real.
Yeah.
I've been trying to stay the fuck away from the internet altogether.
Dude,
man,
the internet's only gotten worse.
Bad shit right now, man. Like everyone's like, what do you think about China? I don't even have a fucking opinion, bro.
I've been watching a bunch of videos about whether or not there was a shooter on the grassy knoll, a second shooter.
Oh my God.
And I don't believe any of them. I think he took the shot, but I have my
the crazy shit that Candace has been saying. Like, she's fucking crazy.
Oh dude, no, they are flat out now blaming Israel. Like there are like here's the thing.
Like what? But remember when like people like her and Jimmy Dore made sense, and now it's like they're just
Candace has never
cracker.
Candace has never made sense, like ever. She's always been a grifter. But what's happening here, though, and this is the thing, Candace Owens has power, and I don't understand why or where it's coming from. And I say this because she went on her show and she said that the First Lady of France is trans. Okay.
Do you want to know why she has power? My theory, without getting anybody in too much trouble, the same reason I feel like people like Blair White have a little bit of clout. It's a demographic that doesn't fit into the conservative right. And then you've got a voice. You've got a black female woman who's speaking up for the conservative right. Okay. And then you've got, I think that I honestly believe, I don't want to get political, but I honestly believe that that's why some of them shitbirds have the power that they have. They are willing to, you know, they're like, oh, well, these aren't people that ever usually agree with us. They're usually Democrats. We better prop them up a little bit. That's what I honestly believe, man. Like, I really do. I think they give them that kind of clout because it's a demographic that does not fit into the right wing. It just doesn't.
Well, you know what? That's actually a very astute point. And I do agree with you actually where you're coming from on that. But I've also seen my take with Candace is she tried pulling a lot of this shit like back in 2016 by trying to use Gamergate and to get on in and everything else. And so she'll just go wherever the easiest, you know, way to power is. Dave Rubin does the same thing.
Using the fucking, because he's gay. You're right. I mean, it's like, just call a spade for real. He's gay. Like, so yeah.
Well, I like to joke. I like to joke that, you know, we're going to find out one day that Steven Crowder is gay and that Dave Rubin is straight.
I didn't know they were doing this whole gotta catch them all thing though. That's not funny. That's not cool.
You know, I don't know if I've seen that all the way through. I know they did the what's it called? Something with Theo Vaughn the other day. He was like not happy about that. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't like that they used him in something. I saw that, but I've been so checked out away from like just any kind of like social media period, because I was like oh God, I'm gonna come out and sound like both sides guy, but I was just disgusted by the way everybody was handling all of it, both sides. It made me sick, and I'm like, I want nothing to do with this, man. I don't want anything to do with this.
All right, so this is the ad right here. This is the
just deep down, fuck them. I mean, it's a horrible thing to say, but
no, I get it, but this is the ICE ad.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. is my real test.
Oh my God.
To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide.
This isn't fan made.
Nope.
To understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. It's you and me. I
Wow.
know it's my destiny. Pokemon, oh, you're my best friend. In a world we must defend. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em. Our hearts
That's
so
horrible.
true.
That's
Our
not
courage will
funny.
It is pretty bad.
That's not funny at all.
Teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon.
Wow. That's
Now,
crazy. And out
do
of
you
all your
think-
friends on here, I'm probably the one that leans the most right. And I'm telling you, that's disgusting behavior. That's fucking bullshit.
I mean, I haven't heard anyone saying that it's great.
that is not funny at all. That is, as a matter of fact, that's uncool. You know what I mean? That's like uncool. What a bunch of fucking. And I bet there's like chuds out there that think that's just the funniest thing ever. And wow, let's push their buttons some more. Yeah, okay. Way to calm
Yeah.
down the fucking rhetoric, guys. Way to fuck you. Fuck them. For real. Fuck them. All of them. Fuck them. That's the page I'm
Yeah.
on, man.
It's
You know?
it's crazy. Well, there's also another little thing that's come out about Charlie Kirk that was and I don't know if they're trying to just I feel like with the Charlie Kirk situation, what they're trying to do is they are trying to make it seem like he was killed, like not by what's it called? Fucking, Tyler Robinson, but by
Political violence. They're trying to say it was a Mossad thing.
they're trying to say, that it was Mossad.
Fuck these fucking
And
people, dude.
so, and it's again, like, I feel like, I don't know. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I have no fucking idea. Let me try to find this. There's a video that, Charlie Kirk band video. What's it? It's, not the video of him being shot. I've already seen that enough times. Not that I like.
They're
it, to
not
be
really
honest with you.
saying it, Mel. They're not coming out and saying it, but people like Candace and Jimmy Dore and a lot of people on X are trying to like make it sound like because he spoke out against Israel that the agents of Mossad had that put together real quickly. There's like this empty house next to the campus. It's a real fucked up conspiracy theory, which I'm not putting any fucking stock into. Not that I don't believe that there's Mossad out there and they do shady shit, because there is, but I don't think it had anything to do with that. I think that was just a flat out.
All right. Well, check this one out, right? So this is Charlie Kirk clip that keeps getting removed from social media, even TikTok. This is what they keep saying, right? And so, like, Charlie Kirk is not an unintelligent guy. You know what I mean? Like, I never agreed with him, but he's not an unintelligent guy. And so, like, this shit here, this is setting some people off. Like, we're talking like red flags. You know what I'm saying? Like him saying this kind of shit. And it talks, I'll give you more context here in a second, but just watch this clip.
And the Israeli hard right government has a mandate. I gotta be careful the way I say this. They're gonna try to ethnically cleanse Gaza. Yep. I mean, I don't use that term lightly, okay? They're talking about basically removing 2.5 million people from there, okay? And honestly, they have a mandate to go seek justice and revenge. They do. This idea that they need to have a truce or a peace treaty, that's morally crap after you see women and children be burned alive and dragged to the streets. But there are some serious questions here, Patrick. And let me tell you, my pattern recognition over the last 5 years has become pretty sharp. COVID, Maui fires, Epstein. When I see a story and it doesn't click, our guts are usually right. So I've been to Israel many times. The whole country's a fortress. When I first heard this story, I still had the same gut instinct that I did initially. I find this very hard to believe. I've been to that Gaza border. You cannot go 10 feet without running into a 19-year-old with an AR-15 or an automatic machine gun. That's an
I know what he's saying.
Right,
Because I remember thinking the same thing.
And so let me just kind of go through this.
How'd they get
in? We
in?
don't talk about Israeli politics very often, and
Well,
most
they
Americans
parachuted
don't know
in.
this. The last 9 months, Israel was on the brink of civil war. It's not an exaggeration. This judicial stuff, there were hundreds of thousands of Israelis taking to the streets because Bibi Netanyahu is basically redefining the Israeli constitution. That's not an exaggeration, right? He said the judicial branch has too much power. There were protests planned this week against Netanyahu, where they anticipated tens of thousands of people to take to the streets. That's all gone, Patrick. Netanyahu now has an emergency government and a mandate to lead. I'm not willing to go so far that saying that Netanyahu knew or there was intelligence here, but I think some questions need to be asked. Was there a stand down order? Was there a stand down order? 6 hours?
Yeah, I always
So-
that's one of the questions I've just never said out loud, but I always wondered how they
Well,
were allowed to
well,
get in.
That's what I'm talking about. The situation with Candace Owens, right? Like, why does Candace Owens have so much power in this situation? Because she came out, she's basically saying Charlie Kirk was kind of like harassed, like had a talking down by Bill Ackerman and like other people that are like more prominent in like that kind of space about Israel at an event in the Hamptons.
But she's literally saying that, like,
Well,
I saw her.
hold on,
She's
though.
literally saying that if you even are remotely tiny bit critical of Israel, you could have a hit put on you if you have any kind of clout. That's fucking insane to think about, dude.
Yeah.
That if you even are remotely a tiny bit critical of Israel and you are a voice in society, you might get fucking murked. Get the fuck out of here, man. But there are some questions that make me go, how'd they get in? You know how vulnerable you are when you're parachuting? Like, how the fuck did they? We've seen what Israel looks like. It is a fortress. It is. It's one of those fucking cities in like Twisted Metal. Like, you're not getting in, man. Like, it's fucking crazy. So I get it, but at the same time, I'm just like, here's my question. If they're so dangerous, and you believe that you're dead if you speak out against Israel, then why the fuck are you bringing it up, bitch? Shut the fuck up. You too, Jimmy Dore. That's what makes me not believe it. If you're so scared of, if you speak out against Israel, this is going to happen, then why the fuck are you the biggest mouthpiece trying to throw out all these conspiracy theories? Like, that's, I mean, is that not a good question? Like, if you're so, these people have so much power and there's a shadow government ran by the Jews, how the fuck come you get to talk about it and you're not dead?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So like, I don't know. Again, I have no way of knowing, but like, I think this might be the clip. I'm trying to find the clip here. So this is like the day after. This here, Megyn Kelly and Charlie Kirk push back against Israel supporters demanding their 100% Israel support. This is like the day after he was in the Hamptons at that meeting getting harangued. So I don't know if this is the right part. I'm looking at like what's the most playback. It might be over here, about a minute or so, but just like give this a listen.
Well, play it. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was up. I'm sorry. Oh shit. My bad.
We're all just sitting here.
My bad. Oh shit. My bad.
I want them to win. I've said that repeatedly.
Same.
And however, Megan, you're hitting on something very potent and important. Now, let me first say, I don't want to judge an entire group because there's been many people in the pro-Israel world that have been very sweet, very kind, very nuanced, very Charlie. You were with us. You don't have to agree all the time. However, and I will say this, the behavior by a lot, both privately and publicly, are pushing people like you and me away. Not like we're going to be pro-Hamas, not like we're going to, but we're like, honestly, the way you are treating me is so repulsive. I have text messages, Megan, calling me an anti-Semite. I am learning biblical Hebrew and writing a book on the Shabbat. I honor the Shabbat. Literally the Jewish Sabbath. I visit Israel and fight for it. And there's another article out in the Times of Israel today. I could read it on air. I was just reading before I got on. Charlie, what are you doing? Like, what am I doing? I'm sorry. Like, let's just take a step back here. Like, I'm an American citizen. Yes, I want Israel to win. Yes, I'm a Christian. But like, some of the mess, and you've seen how I've been treated, Megan, by some, not all, by some.
No, it's very irritating.
It's
It's been
almost as
so
if
unfair. They were coming after you after Turning Point for, among other things, that you had Dave Smith there. Dave Smith is allowed to criticize Israel. You had both sides. The Israeli side was
you're not allowed to,
overrepresented.
though. No, you're not allowed to. It's even worse than that. Again, I just want to repeat for the 5th time. I love Israel. I want Israel to win. But my moral character is now being put into question, Megan. Not my decisions. Not like, hey, are you doing this? Is it smart or is it dumb? But no, I am a bad person if I do this. And I could go, I mean, you saw it, Megan. It was trending on Twitter, thousands of tweets and text messages. And if I were to be charitable and generous, I will say the people that are attacking me are in a hyper paranoid state because they're at war, and war tends to make things black and white, and you're a hammer looking for a nail. So I'm trying to be charitable, Megan. Literally, I'm trying to cut as much slack as I can, right?
What's funny is he was so close to calling out his own side, right? So close to having that realization of, oh shit, I am the bad guy. You know, because like everything that he does is he pushes this hyperbolic, over the top nonsense, trying to direct people to be a hammer and find a nail. That's what Charlie Kirk does. He does it through political activism. I'm not saying violence. I'm saying he's trying to get people to vote for him. He's trying to get people to vote like him, all that kind of stuff. His moral character is shit. There's no denying that. He's practically realizing that both sides are paid by AIPAC, probably. And they probably are. You know, they probably are. So I thought that clip was interesting because it goes to this one right here. And I don't know if you know about this, Chris.
No, I did see this and I was like, wait, what? I do remember. Okay, see, this is the only kind of stuff that makes me go, all right, I'll go down the rabbit hole once in a while. But I do remember this guy going, yeah, man, we fucking love Charlie. I'm like, what? No, you didn't?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? Dude.
Well, that's the whole point, is that it's like, so this is what I'm saying, Candace Owens comes out and says Israel killed. She's alluding to the fact, allegedly saying that Israel killed Charlie.
Yeah,
Kirk.
she won't come out and say it, but
she will come out and say it, but she's saying, right? So, but then you get like all this weird shit going on with the investigation into the assassination, right? Like stuff just doesn't add up. Like how was he shot from 150 yards away? So like a little over 450 feet.
It's almost 2 football fields. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. And then, you know,
early report said 200 yards. And I was like, dude, this guy was a hunter or something.
Well, and he had like, you know, he wasn't like a good shot, but he was proficient with a gun. You know, his grandfather had given him that Mauser.
I don't even think he was
30-06.
aiming for the throat. I think he was aiming for
I think he was aiming for the head, and I think it angled down.
Yeah, or the
throat.
head, and you got bullet drop.
But here's the thing with that, right? We saw the video. I'm not going to play it. Make no mistake about that. But there's no exit wound.
I know, but I know guns, guys. I know
guns. How the fuck did a 30-06?
A 30-06 is a very, very powerful gun. But if it bounced off the Kevlar, like they said,
but there was no evidence of him wearing Kevlar.
It would scrub off speed. That's all I'm saying.
But it wouldn't get lodged underneath the skin. Even the autopsy, did you see the whole
his skull? I think it went up into his throat and ended up in his skull. That's where
I mean, we've heard nothing. There's been no autopsy report released.
If the ricochet theory is true, I don't even know if that's.
I don't know. Well, here's the thing: if they go to trial, they're gonna the autopsy report's gonna come out because they're gonna have to talk about where the bullet entered the body. They're gonna have to talk about like where it went. And the thing is, there's been, you know, it's been 2 weeks now. There's been no autopsy report released. For the most part, everyone's already moved the fuck on because a lot of other shit happened. But what I'm talking about is in the immediate aftermath of this, Candace Owens comes out, makes these claims. And she's also currently battling a defamation case against the first lady of France by calling her transgender.
Yeah, called her.
Right? So that's what I mean. Why is this woman having so much power to where the first family of France is having to basically be like, you know, no, my wife, she have a pussy. You know, they're fighting back, like rather than just going, whatever, this is a dumb bitch. They're you know, so it's like, and then she goes out and starts talking all this shit about Israel and everything with Charlie Kirk, and then here comes Netanyahu, the prime minister of Israel, right? The most powerful man in that part of the world, you know, and he has to come out and he's got to say this.
Joseph Goebbels, the Nazi propaganda minister, said that the bigger the lie, the faster it will spread. Well, somebody has fabricated a monstrous big lie that Israel had something to do with Charlie Kirk's horrific murder. This is insane. It is false. It is outrageous. Charlie Kirk was a giant, a once-in-a-century talent who defended freedom, defended America, defended our common Judeo-Christian civilization. Charlie loved Israel. He loved the Jewish people. He told me so in a letter that he sent me just a few months ago. One of my greatest joys as a Christian, he said, is advocating for Israel and forming alliances with Jews to protect Judeo-Christian civilization. He encouraged me to make the case directly to the American people about how vital Israel is to U.S. national security. He told me, the Holy Land is so important to my life, it pains me to see support for Israel slip away. Now, if Charlie disagreed with a policy of mine or a decision here and there, not only did I not mind, I welcomed it. This is the essence of Charlie. This is the essence of a free country. It's exactly what Charlie stood for. And I knew that his suggestions always came from the heart, from his love for Israel and from his love for the Jewish people. A few weeks before his death, I spoke to Charlie. I invited him to visit Israel again. And sadly, that won't happen. Now some are peddling these disgusting rumors, perhaps out of obsession, perhaps with Qatari funding. What I do know is this: Charlie Kirk was a great man, and a great man deserves honor, not lies. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk.
So the reason why he's saying Qatar is because the heads of Hamas are hiding in Qatar.
I know, but is there anything to substantiate a claim like that people in America are taking
maybe, I don't know,
to speak out? Like, remember when they tried to say Bezos was paying all the Democrats to fuck shit? Like I never really did put a lot of stock in that, but who knows, that kind of shit might be true.
But here's the thing is, and this is true about Israel. Israel has like a massive, and I mean massive, surveillance apparatus, right? It is wildly efficient, which is why we give them as much money as we do, in my opinion, because we use that.
He did parallax. He flat.
Yeah, he just went to, more or less
flat out just moved the chess piece. Muslims did it. Wow, bro.
It wasn't us. It was the Muslims. That's basically,
Now, I don't know if I believe Israel did anything like that or not, but I will say this about Netanyahu. I assume lying for that guy is as easy as breathing. Because we've seen him like, there's no babies dying. We're actually giving those people aid. I see what the fuck they're doing to Gaza. Shut the fuck up, bro. Like, you are a lying motherfucker, bro. We're losing support. Yeah, not because of the Charlie Kirk shit, motherfucker. You're losing support because people every night see what the fuck you're doing to those people.
Well, it's kind of like, it's one of the things that, he's like, you're losing support because it's just been going on for 2 years.
2 fucking years, man.
Substantial amounts of death while it's been happening. And so for me, it's kind of like, okay, right. Like, do I think Tyler Robinson is the shooter? Right now, all signs point to yes. Right. But it's at the same time, there are so many things that are just kind of like,
there's a lot of moving parts on this one, ain't there? There's a lot of variables on this one. There really are. And I remember when it first happened, me and Thade were in the car and he goes, Charlie Kirk just got shot. And I go, oh, fuck, I hope he don't die. And Thade goes, you like Charlie Kirk? I go, no, but it'll make him a martyr. It will literally martyr this man. And I didn't have anything against him, but I didn't really watch him that much. I just remember thinking, wow, it's sad that some motherfucker got murked in front of his wife and their kids are going to grow up with that. I left it there. I left it alone. I was like, I'm not watching any of this other bullshit, but I remember when and then all the variables started coming in, like a lot of shit that just wasn't making sense, man. You know what I mean? But sometimes the easiest answer is the one right in front of you. I mean, there's footage of this kid like jumping off the roof and he's carrying a bag with a rifle in it away from the roof. And now they're doing this whole grassy knoll second shooter thing. And it's like, I get it. The internet's going to internet, and conspiracy theorists, they're going to do their thing. But sometimes it's like you just said, sometimes like right now, it just all points to this guy had some sort of vendetta against this motherfucker and took him out. But who the fuck knows, bro? The world is so crazy right now.
It is crazy, and that's a big part of it, right? Like, you heard about the ICE shooting. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about the school before that and the church before that.
Well, the guy goes, he opens fire on the ICE facility, right? And he shoots 3 detainees, but has a bullet written with anti-ice written on it in blue ballpoint pen, you know? And it's like, he's anti-ice, but he shot the detainees.
I remember that's the first thing I asked this morning or was yesterday morning. I think it was yesterday when it happened. I looked at Dave and I looked at Ronnie and I'm like, wait, if this guy's so anti-ice, what the fuck do you shoot the detainees for? And then I heard that he was shooting at the van and he's just a bad shot. Didn't know there were detainees in the van. So who the fuck knows? Sometimes you look at something and you go, that looks fake as fuck. And I'm not gonna, and I don't do the rabbit hole conspiracy theory shit. I still think Oswald acted alone. I don't give a fuck. But them bullets they found, the anti-ice, looks so fake to me, bro.
I know, it's just like
it
sitting
looks
on
like a plant, bro. It looks so planted to me.
And the reason why it looks like a plant is because Kash Patel is a fucking moron, and everything that he did, you know, with what is it, with the Charlie Kirk thing, right? Treating out, oh, we got the guy. No, we don't have the guy. Okay, we have another suspect. Oops, nope, sorry, bad, our bad, not him.
And I will say one thing, even though I don't want to go down this. This is a rabbit hole I don't want to go down but the timing for this is so. It's so 1991 grunge music. Let's make a big noise over here so no one pays attention to LA anymore. It's so like, hey man, this Epstein shit ain't going away. But look at all this other stuff that's happening. There's a part of me, I know it's probably childish, but there's a part of me that's going, yeah, that's kind of fucked up, man. Like,
well, look at the whole Tylenol causes autism thing from the other day.
Are you seeing these? Oh my God, these people! I get it. I hate them too. I hate them too. I probably don't hate anyone more than I hate Alex Jones. I think Trump's a fucking ass clown. I do. But if a man says, an RFK says, hey, because the bear, was it you, Maddie? The bear story? Oh my God. But anyway, the bear story with RFK was one of the funniest videos we've ever done. Okay. So these are a couple people here that I wouldn't let babysit my kids, let alone don't want to run in the country. But when you say, you know, we think Tylenol is bad, you're going to go out and just eat handfuls of Tylenol just because people you don't like said that. What if they told you rat poison was bad for you? You're going to go out and shovel rat poison down your. Now, I don't know if these. I've seen some TikTok videos of people taking Tylenol. I don't know if they're real or not, but I mean, come on, man. The fuck is going on right now? Well, really, what's going on? Like, I shame myself, like right now, and I'm just going to admit it because I'm very transparent with you guys. That is a Sunny D. Okay. I'm ashamed for drinking it. Okay. I'm ashamed of admitting to you that I'm drinking it. But I know it's bad for me.
I've told you like the sugar count, and you're just like, you're like, nah, fuck that, bro.
No, but I nursed like 1 for 3 days. But I'm just saying, if someone I didn't like told me that something's not good for me, I'm not gonna go out and do you think those videos are real? Like I mean, and my whole point of this, even bringing that Tylenol shit up, is that's the state of our world right now. That's the anger. People are so angry that they will hurt themselves to get like a dunk on someone they don't like. It's fucked up.
Well, the thing is though, like medical professionals still recommend Tylenol. You know, for taking, because you can't, when you're pregnant, taking like ibuprofen and Advil and Motrin, that can like because of the way it impacts the body, it can be different. You know,
my doctors have told me flat out I take too much ibuprofen and it is bad for me, and that Tylenol is bad for your liver and all this stuff.
Yeah,
I've heard that for years, but I ain't never heard no like.
Well, I mean,
gotta get this fucking idiot's out here talking about we got to get rid of certain kinds of Starbursts and. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like because of the pink dye. Like shut the fuck up, dude. Everything gives you cancer. Everything gives you cancer, people. I don't know if you know that or not. Everything on this planet gives you cancer.
What gets me though is that it's true, we do have a lot of processed foods. There are microplastics. There are so many issues with the shit that we
Dino
eat.
Nuggets y'all love so much. They're killing you too. Like so. Like, I really believe that.
I don't even like those anymore.
Anymore. Yeah, but it's too late. The cancer's already there. It's just dormant, man. I don't want to wish no bad on you, but
it's too late. You had one Dino Nugget.
We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die of cancer, or we're all gonna die from like a who knows? We probably got our own Chernobyl getting ready to happen. They're gonna do anything to keep those Epstein files off the public record, dude. Like we're probably gonna have our own fucking nuclear meltdown soon. Who knows?
At some point, probably.
My break from the internet has been so refreshing. Like, you don't even know, man. Like, it's been so. Everyone, I used to think, man, what kind of the gangster in me, like, what kind of motherfucking pussy can't even handle the internet, man? You motherfucking bitch ass motherfuckers. Then you take a break from the internet and you go, wow, this shit really works. You know what I mean? Like, when you do a tolerance break, man, this shit works. But
no, I do think that there probably needs to be like some kind of mandatory fucking shutdown of the internet.
But you're still coming back. You're still coming. All the bullshit's still there when you get back, which is why I just like.
Well, I mean, I plan on like I plan on really just kind of focusing on the smaller shit while I'm gone. Like while I'm actually in Hawaii, I don't think I'll be fucking doing much of anything outside of chilling. Did I see the new South Park with the weed dispensaries and the guy gets cancer from the microwave? I did not.
I did see that one. That's the more.
I gotta go raid fucking his fridge, Chris's fridge, and poured the Sunny D's.
I've only got one. I just bought one. It's mostly water, but I was away from the farm today, and I came home for a little bit, and I just was like, it's the most addictive substance on the planet, so I might as well.
Pussy?
It's the second most addictive substance on the planet. Sugar, I think.
Yeah.
So
no, I get it, man. I get it. Dude, trust me. Like, I get it. I understand entirely. All that shit.
Why? What are you drinking right now? Would you relapse too, motherfucker?
No. For me, what it was is I've been drinking these like protein shakes and shit for the last couple weeks, trying to like just like maybe do some meal replacement stuff, and I think it's just kind of having a negative impact because like I don't think I'm getting all like my vitamins. So it's like even today my girlfriend's all like, she's like, you look pale. Like more pale than usual, and I'm like,
yeah, because you got a hidden stash somewhere, drumsticks and.
No, fuck you. I don't touch that shit. I'll tell you where I fucked up.
Swiss Miss packets that you pour on your fucking ice cream. You're not fooling nobody.
No, I did. Well, we did go get froyo the other day, and yeah, that was expensive.
What the fuck? Oh, frozen yogurt. What the fuck is froyo? Parallax. Actually, I didn't. I've always sounded this way. I've always, with the exception of a few adjectives I don't use anymore. That was just my fake gangster. I don't really talk like that, and I never sounded like a fucking cholo. Oh, well, maybe I did a little bit, but I grew up in a Latin neighborhood, so Parallax is the fucking man tonight, man. Like, he's calling me out on everything. I'm sorry, I'm kidding. Okay, you know what? Fright Night's the better movie. There. Jesus. Are you happy? Will you stop targeting me? I feel.
Why lie to the boy?
I don't want to lie to him.
Why lie to the boy? Okay, hold on. Let me get to some of these supers real quick here. Okay. All right. H-Bart's here. Hammer vampire films are my favorite, but they're too old for most people. That is arguably true. Although they are fun. The ones I've seen are fun. Also, H-Bart's, thank you, says, just let you know I banned Benjamin for being homophobic to me. Parallax, okay. But again, I asked the question, if Parallax is straight, how is... Anyway. And then also H-Bart's here says, I'm still a Isabella Merced fan on Twitter. He does well with Isabella Merced posts on Instagram. I don't know why he's not focusing more on that. H-Bart's buddy, I've got you muted till you go back to normal. So, but you know that already. And then, Rational brings up James Comey being indicted. I honestly, I heard it was going to happen. I don't know that much about it. So here I have, hold on. There we go. Okay. This is a 45-second news clip from the Fox. Because this is in no way going to be slanted.
Not at all.
Welcome back. Breaking right now. Tonight, a major update to a story we
brought
to you earlier in the hour. A grand jury has just handed down an indictment for former FBI Director James Comey. The Justice Department accuses Comey of lying to Congress while under oath back in 2020. Let's bring in David Spunt with all the breaking details. David, what can you tell us?
Well, Jillian, we are waiting to get the actual details of the indictment. We're just told that an indictment has been handed up against the former FBI director.
Yeah, I heard about this.
So I don't want to speculate on the actual charges yet until I see the paper in hand. That's the only responsible thing to do. But we know that James Comey, the former FBI director, has been indicted. We're waiting to see if there's any sort of comment from the Justice Department.
Okay,
so with the exception of his career being fucked, what are you looking at if you lie on the stand?
Well, I'm not too sure, but here's what I can find.
Maybe
well, that's what they're saying. So the indictment alleges that Comey lied when he testified that he had not authorized anyone at the FBI to be an anonymous source for media reports on the Russia investigation. The Justice Department claims that this statement was false and that Comey had lied. In fact, had authorized an individual to leak information. The obstruction charge is based on the same allegedly false statements, arguing that Comey intentionally misled Congress to impede its investigation. The charges were brought by the Department of Justice shortly after this is Donald Trump, publicly called for the prosecution of his political enemies, which is true. Before the indictment, the U.S. Attorney of the Eastern District of Virginia, Eric Siebert, was ousted after resisting pressure to charge Comey and others. Siebert was replaced by Lindsay Halligan, a former Trump attorney with no prosecutorial experience. So the indictment was returned just days before the 5-year statute of limitations. So they rushed through
he was
an
at home
indictment.
thinking, come on, September.
Yeah. Well, here's the go.
Poor guy.
In an unusual move, the grand jury rejected a third false statement charge that prosecutors had sought. So 2 of the 3 charges he got brought up on. And then I guess there was a previous investigation in 2019 by the Justice Department Inspector General that found that Comey violated FBI policies by retaining and disseminating his memos of conversations with Trump, but did not recommend criminal prosecution at the time. Which, yeah, I kind of remember that happening.
I did see Joy Behar, which blew my mind because I really don't. The women from The View, I just know they hate Trump. But I remember hearing Joy Behar say, no, this is the one thing I might actually agree with Trump on because I don't like what he did to Hillary. I wonder what the fuck she meant by that. What the fuck?
That was coming out days before the election in 2016 and saying that the FBI had opened an investigation into Hillary Clinton over her emails, which ultimately proved like nothing major. Right? Like it's all just it's political theater. Should Comey have come out? Hold on. Should Comey have come out in 2016 and said that about Hillary? No, but you know why he did it? Because he felt that it wouldn't be like he could be seen as showing favoritism to Hillary if he didn't do it. So he did it in order to like maintain, I guess you could say, like integrity. And so as a result of that, this is just Trump going after him now for what happened when Trump was in office originally. And Trump has had out for Comey for years. So, it's just, here's what Comey himself has to say.
My family and I have known for years that there are costs to standing up to Donald Trump. But we couldn't imagine ourselves living any other way. We will not live on our knees, and you shouldn't either. Somebody that I love dearly recently said that fear is the tool of a tyrant, and she's right. But I'm not afraid, and I hope you're not either. I hope instead you are engaged, you are paying attention, and you will vote like your beloved country depends upon it, which it does. My heart is broken for the Department of Justice, but I have great confidence in the federal judicial system, and I'm innocent. So let's have a trial and keep the faith.
I mean, it is kind of rare for someone, to be fair, for someone to say, like, yeah, bring it on, bitch.
No,
right?
That's the one thing I do like that he's saying, like, because I'll tell you, a friend of mine the other day said something that like literally made like I felt the chill go up my back. He goes, with as wrecked as everything is right now, with everything that's happening, we got 3 more years of Trump, then we're gonna get 8 years of fucking Vance, and then probably gonna get Marco Rubio after that. And I went, holy fucking shit, if that happens.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's
think about that, Maddie. That's some fucking scary because that JD Vance guy scares the shit out of me. I thought Pence was a fucking T-1000. No, JD Vance is a fucking T-800, bro. Like I'm telling you, man, that scares the fuck out of me, that thought. And I went, man, the left's got to get their shit together, man. You gotta get their shit together.
Right. So, Andrew brings up what Tulsi Gabbard brought, like the stuff that literally went nowhere. She did.
You know what I found out about her? Guys,
she sucks.
No, I never thought she sucked. I always liked her anti-war, anti-fucking regime. I told you I used to like Tulsi. I don't like her anymore. I had no fucking clue this bitch was in a cult. She's in a cult, man. Like, oh, fucked up. Look it up. My girl was telling me about it. I got this girl that does true crime. Her name's Stacey Lee. And she's from Utah. And Oh, she had all the receipts, man. The video, everything. I had no fucking idea Tulsi Gabbard was in some Hawaiian cult by some fucking like weird other Epstein type of no, look into it. Blew my mind. No longer a Tulsi fan, guys. Just so you know. That fucked me up. She's in a cult, man.
Well, I mean, you know.
Like a real one. Like
okay,
fucking
hold on,
like Scientology, but weird.
Tulsi Gabbard. Okay, cult. Let me see.
Shut up,
all right.
Spherical. If you knew how, no one told me. Everyone's just like, Chris, you're wrong about Tulsi. No one ever said, hey, Chris, go check out the cult she's in. Not one of you motherfuckers said that to me, or I'd have been like, get the fuck out of here. She didn't know. And oh wow, she's in a cult. That
all right, hold
blew
on.
my mind.
This is something I found on YouTube. Okay.
Tulsi Gabbard has long-standing ties to a Hawaii-based religious sect. It's called the Science of Identity Foundation, and it's an offshoot of Hare Krishna that former members have described as a cult. Gabbard has since been nominated to serve as Donald Trump's Director of National Intelligence. Now, a former disciple of the group is warning members of Congress about the dangers of confirming Gabbard. In letters to Democrats, Anita Van Dyne outlines Gabbard's close ties to Chris Butler, Science of Identity Foundation's founder. She says Butler has political ambitions and has supported his disciples in their bids for higher office.
Yeah, that Chris Butler dude's a
Butler
fucking
has a long
weirdo.
history of espousing anti-gay rhetoric. Van Dyne suspects that Gabbard is still under Butler's influence and that she would share sensitive intelligence with her guru. Read the full story at civilbeat.org. Tulsi Gabbard has long-standing...
That's just tip of the iceberg. My girl, Dark Hearts with Stacey Lee, she's like a Utah chick that was in a cult. Like she talks about all the weird shit the Mormons used to do to her and everything. And her dad was a federal judge, somehow got her out of that shit. And when she did the Tulsi Gabbard episode, and I was like, holy fucking shit. Blew my mind. Like this dude's a fucking rare breed of asshole.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any kind of videos about what it might be, or just kind of like you just type it in and it's all like, you know, I don't get it though. These guys have only 18,000 followers. Like it's really not much.
Yeah, it's mostly a Hawaii-based thing, and she's like deep into it, man. They had one thing where she was like doing this weird prayer, and she was dressed up with the flowers and shit. I'm like, what the fuck, Tulsi?
Well, I'm definitely. Oh, hold on. You won't believe Tulsi's secret ties. Oh, this is
Illusion shattered, guys. She was I thought she was one of the good ones. I was definitely wrong about that one.
Nah, when she adopted Cruella DeVille's hairstyle, you know that it was fucked.
That's sexy though, man. You tell me you wouldn't like, you know, fucking smash?
I'm not. Look, I ain't sitting there saying it's bad.
Bobert. Who's the other one? South Park. She's a hottie. Christy Nolan.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm sorry, but the right has the better looking women. Sorry.
The left has AOC. Trumps all
that's
that
it.
shit.
That's it. And
I don't care.
I'm
Trumps
telling
all
you,
that shit. Trumps all that shit.
She'll get my vote. I don't care. I'm to the point now. Shit's so weird. I don't care how extreme socialist left she gets. If the bitch runs, I'm voting for her. I don't give a fuck. There has to be balance. Like the Force in Star Wars. You have to have the good and the bad. You got to have the Darth Vader and the Obi-Wan. And with when dude said, yo, the Republicans are just going to railroad. And I remember the last time the Republicans were in office for like over 13 years, they practically created the deficit. You know what I mean? We had, what was it? It was Reagan, Bush. Like it was bad. Clinton came in, tried to fix stuff. We didn't know he was a monster. Sorry. And then, like I said, I've been a real blue pill lately. I was angry at the Charlie Kirk thing, though. But I was angry for the wrong reasons. It wasn't a left-right thing. It was hey, man, the motherfucker's dead. Can you let the body at least get cold before you start talking shit? You bunch of fucking... That's the only reason I got angry. And then I backed away from it. I was like, I don't even want to hear about this shit no more. My mom's sick, and the only thing on my mind right now is keeping her comfortable. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. Except maybe Peacemaker.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. It's kind of funny. RJ is on Twitter right now, which he should be asleep because he has school tomorrow. But he's talking about Peacemaker. Someone said Peacemaker is now homework for the DCU, and he's all like, kind of like acting like it isn't. And then it's all, I watched it. I'm like, oh yeah, I do it absolutely.
Well, in the 5 episodes that I know, they're really interested in that fucking doorway that extra dimensional, and they keep bringing up the events of Metropolis, which means it's Dudley, right?
Yeah.
It's definitely right. The Superman, right?
But and James Gunn himself has said that episodes 6, 7, and 8 like directly lead into Man of Tomorrow, right? He made a joke on Twitter about like, oh, the prequel to Man of Tomorrow is on tonight, you know, and it's all like, so then RJ going like, well, it's not really homework. I'm like, if it's a prequel to the new upcoming movie, yeah, that's homework.
And
this guy's a teacher.
I fucking love RJ. I do. And I think part of it is his Forrest Gump like innocence. Okay. And I say that with love. I don't say that as a shot. All right. But RJ is one of those people you cannot even critique the lowest totem pole holder of his sacred cows, because he'll freak out on you, man. Like you just can't. You know how he is, Maddie. Like, that's this argument.
Well, I said because there's a line in the episode about
and
it,
I fucking love the kid, man. But
well, I called it out, and he goes like he says here, it's though in order for Peacemaker to be considered homework, it would have to be required viewing to understand Man of Tomorrow, which when James Gunn says that it's a prequel, that is in order to understand Man of Tomorrow entirely. It works like that.
Yeah, Music Man, fucking A, all caps too. I like that. That's the style I've come to know between him and Spherical. That's why those two are like, you know what I'm saying? Those motherfuckers are my guys. He said, so do your fucking homework. I love it.
So here we go. Mo says Chris is always in perpetual Pikachu shocked face.
I mean, I certain things they just catch out of nowhere. Like I would still think she was at least trying to do the right thing. Sometimes even the villain thinks they're doing the right thing. But when you find out someone's in a fucking cult, that kind of switches everything up, dude. Like for real. Like that just switches like everything up. So fuck her and fuck them all, man. That's just what page I'm on. I feel horrible for saying that shit. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, I'm watching, like, I'm a horrible person. I'm like watching this woman go, I forget it. And I'm like, bitch, shut up. Like, and that's the horrible side of me. I know, Maddie, like I shouldn't, especially me being a Christian, but I'm just like, yo, why are you whispering every 5 sentences? Every 5th sentence you start whispering. It's weird. Why are you taking pictures with your dead husband? What's up with that weird ring? Why am I even watching this shit? I shouldn't be watching this shit. And then she's all, forget it. And I'm just like, oh, fuck them. That's where I'm at right now, you know? Because there's a part of me that's angry right now. I'm going through the 5 stages of grief.
Yeah.
Do any of these motherfuckers give a shit about my mom on her deathbed right now? No, they don't. So why the fuck do I care about a bunch of rich people that want to fucking murk each other? Fuck them.
What gets me about all this, right, is the fact that when you are looking at this scenario, like with Erica Kirk, you know, like I got sent the video that she did, that 17 minutes, right? Like 48 hours after her husband is dead.
Yeah.
You know, and I wasn't going to watch it in general. I'm like, I feel bad. And it's like, I understand she's got to say something.
Feel, if you're human, you feel bad.
But then I clicked on it and I was like, this is the worst acting I've ever seen. I've seen better acting in porno.
The whispering, bro.
There's no
what
like
is with that. So
the whispering and like the looking at the chair, like, I love you, baby.
It's fucking theater, bro.
And
it's
then,
fucking
did you
dinner
see,
theater.
Did
It's
you
not
see,
even good theater. It's
did
dinner
you see
theater.
her like with what appears to be like a mannequin of Charlie Kirk in a coffin? Like you can't even see that it's her fucking face. They don't show her face. They don't show his face. It could literally be
had a soundbite of her talking.
They could have had a soundbite just going like, I love you, baby. I love you, baby. Like,
I just think it's weird. I feel bad
she's
for
kissing
her. I
his
feel bad for
hands.
those babies, but
yeah.
You know how when you ham it up,
I mean, like, well, then the thing is, though, is that she immediately went into the grift and they started sending out emails like crazy about that.
Like 18,000 fucking in like 24 hours. I got 18,000 new members or some shit like that.
I mean, look, all that shit's always reactionary, right? It doesn't mean anything. It's like someone's like, you know, like, oh, I'm going to join the Boy Scouts. Oh, okay, cool. You going to every meeting? Nah. Right? People have lives. They do shit, right?
And the mean part of me came out because I'm like, fuck it, I'll watch it. This many people shut up, I'll watch it. You know what I mean? The Christian in me wants to go.
That ain't the Christian in you, though.
But my brain is telling me that it is, though.
But that's the lie. But that's the lie of religion.
But then you get into watching it and you're like, yo, this is just more propaganda. It's just a fucking now they're trying to fuck this bitch. Like that's how I was. Like as soon. And I hate myself for that, man, because look, for whatever the fucking politics, if you could actually, everybody could just sweep that aside for like 5 seconds. Can we all just admit a motherfucker lost his life in a brutal way?
Well,
A young
yeah,
man.
obviously.
And that's the part that I tried to hold on to, but I couldn't. Like, I couldn't. I was angry. I stayed. I was angry for the first few days. I was like, man, fuck everybody. This is fucked up. This is going to change everything. They're going to martyr this fucking dude. They're going to start trying to cram Christianity down people's throats, which I don't want.
Which they already are trying to do.
Vehemently against that, bro. You know, like, you may not believe the Bible. I believe the Bible. And some of the last days, they say that Christianity will be forced on people. And then those same people that it gets forced on will be persecuted for being Christians. And I'm like, this is too much like a book I don't even know if I believe in. There's like too many fucking things happening here that they say is, and then you start to get spooked. And then you go, wait a minute. Whoa. One thing a real Christian believes is you can't force that on anybody. They have to choose, or that's it. And now you're out here trying to force this organized religion on people. Bro, fuck them. Maddie, it's horrible to say, but fuck them, bro.
It's all fucking power. It's
fuck
all
them. Like,
power.
that's how I honestly feel that way. That's horrible for me to say, I think. Considering we're not even 3 weeks into this man being brutally murdered, but I'm just like, that's where I'm at right now. Fuck them. And I don't know why maybe I'm angry because of all the shit going on in my, I don't know, but that's literally where I'm at right now. Like fuck them. You don't get to, you should never be allowed to turn Christianity into fascism. And that's the one thing I was afraid Donald Trump might try to do for a guy who is definitely not a practicing
dude. Okay.
We all fall short. You know what I mean? But
if
when
you
you
listen
turn
to
Christianity into fascism, bro.
If you listen to Trump talk about things right now, he is near death. Okay. Like, that's my opinion. And he's got that deathbed repentance thing happening, right? It's not like 100% like, you know, on his deathbed, bring me a priest, please baptize me, you know, so I can go to heaven sort of thing. But he has made multiple comments about trying to get into heaven. He has made multiple comments trying to tie it all into his stopping of 7 wars, which, by the way, he hasn't done.
No, and that's
right?
in the Bible as well. That's in Revelations as well. It's
you know,
weird.
and he's talking about all this shit. And the thing is, I'll tell you one thing though, is I think there's a high probability that after the assassination attempt last year, that he believed the hype. I think he believed the hype, because Trump has always been a good heel. You know, he understands the kayfabe of it all, but I think he believed the hype. I think
I did too. I think you might be right.
Went right by him, grazed his. I don't think it grazed his ear, by the way, but I think it was a splinter that got him. But because again, we still haven't seen medical reports from that, so it's hard to tell. But anyway, like, he does all that shit, and then we are watching like it all kind of play out, and he starts acting more and more erratic. He gets into the presidency. Okay, cool. And then now he's all like, his hands are falling apart. His ankles are fucking swollen. He
A lot
looks
of weird
like
makeup
shit.
and play. No, Andrew, I'm not saying fuck. No, that's not what I mean. But I don't mean fuck the Christians. No. The real ones that allow you to make your own choice. I mean the people that are trying to use it, trying to weaponize it, use it as a tool.
Yeah, that's what I'm. That's what
what I mean.
When I criticize religion, and I do criticize religion, I don't
criticize organized religion.
I've always
There's
said
a difference.
Yeah, I've always stated that I'm entirely okay with people's faith. Right? Have your faith, have your spirituality. I don't agree with it or whatever, but that's fine. That's your freedom to do. But I don't like it when it gets organized, because when it gets organized is when we start.
It becomes a cult.
Yeah, it becomes pretty bad. Yeah.
Cult-like. It gets bad. You have to. You can no longer. I told you when I was young, man. What fucked me up so young was that Pentecostal shit, man. We went from Catholic to Pentecostal, and it's like, for a couple of years, I wasn't allowed to make my own choices, and it was like, oh, you like Metallica? Metallica's the whole satanic panic. It got fucking weird, Maddie. You were around for it, and I'm just
not
like,
really.
The satanic. Oh yeah, man. They had kids.
That was early. That was late 70s, early 80s. I was born in 82.
No, the satanic panic happened in the late 80s, early 90s.
I don't know.
One. Yes, try around 87 to about 91. Yeah, bro. He-Man toys were the fucking devil.
Okay, hold
like
on.
fucking Castle Grayskull was the devil. Metallica was the devil. Dungeons and Dragons was the devil. Like it was fake shit got fucking crazy. Long hair was the devil. There were 20 evangelists making hundreds of millions of dollars on a yearly basis, man. Everyone from fucking
but look at where we are now.
Robert Tilton.
But look at where we are now. Look at the people who go after fucking movies, right? They're all like, Star Wars is soy. Star Trek is soy. Marvel is soy. Hate it. Hate it all. Hate every aspect of it. But I'm going to be the one to tell you that it's all bad. Don't watch it yourself. Don't see it yourself. No, like, listen to me.
Yeah, no, they're also fake. When I saw them go after, the, they couldn't find anything to bitch about. And the big thing today or yesterday, the biggest thing was probably the Wolverine trailer. People have been waiting a long time for this game. And they couldn't find anything to bitch about to spark that outrage in the algorithm. So they started bitching about the way Mystique looked.
Oh, I didn't even pay attention to any of that.
Yeah. And I mean, what are you talking? You know, this game looks great. Everyone wants this game. You got to find a way to piss everyone off. You went after Disney for as long as you could. They stopped making Star Wars for a while. So you moved to Marvel. After you stopped bitching about Marvel, now it's DC. DC's kind of on the back burner for a minute because we don't have a new movie coming out for a while. We have speaking there. What's the next big thing that just came out? Oh, video games. They announced a couple of big video games. Forza is going to Tokyo. That's something everybody's wanted. And we're getting a new package for Gran Turismo, which is something everybody wanted. They've already tried to attack GTA 6. You saw that, you know, and now they're doing it with Wolverine. These people will attack anything that they think is going to be big enough to piss people off. I spotted this shit years ago. Why people feed into it, I'll never understand, because the truth is, I don't think, well, that's the mean me coming out though, but like a lot of shit they say behind those microphones, you catch them in one of those Disney parks, they wouldn't say to your face. They wouldn't say it to mine. I guarantee that.
Well, again, all this shit is shit that they just say fucking online anyway. But the thing is,
but it's a business to them. It's a business model for them, Maddie. It really is.
It is. No, I completely agree that it's a business model. Yeah, 100% I agree.
So fuck them. And you've been calling these motherfuckers out for a decade. You know?
So, well, close to. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, it depends on how you look at it. It's such a weird thing at this point. I don't even fucking know anymore.
You're just a shit starter. You like to pick fights, bro.
I find myself in very precarious positions
that you put yourself in.
What can I? No, well, I mean, sometimes.
Guys,
you know,
chat. One's in the chat. If you ever remember anybody on Twitter going, "Gee, I wonder what Matt Jarbo's opinion is on this." No, you just jump in and start shit talking, motherfucker. I've seen it.
I mean, there have been moments where I have, depending on the situation. You know, like, okay, like for example, dipshit Donovan, right? So you got complete dumbass dipshit Donovan. Okay, so yesterday I was just kind of sitting there. I was like looking around. I had 3 hours to kill on my break, and I was like, you know, I went on Twitter and I'm looking through, like, you know, I'm on Tubi and I'm looking at movies to watch while I have time, you know. And so I just got weird about it. So I went on Twitter. Check this out, right? So I went on Twitter and I just said, like, you know, what's weird is that the older I get, the more I'm finding mainstream studio movies less interesting. And I find myself drawn to the smaller films because I feel like they're more engaging and less made by committee. All right. As much as I love movies, it's different once you know how the sausage is made, and you kind of want to see the butcher figuring things out rather than them being the best one in town, if that metaphor makes any sense. Okay. So it's a very simple statement. Just
it makes sense.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So then I got to find it here because I forgot. I saw
and
it. Was
yes, I'll tell you something. I'm not going to tell you what ones yet. I'm going to say that for a surprise next time. But just got me, Matt. Guess what I've been watching a lot of?
I'm going to say anime.
Yeah, bro, it's fucking good. Like, I can't even lie. Dude, some of the obscure shit is so fucking good, man. Dude, I'm not even gonna name the names. Next time I'll make a list and I'll save it as a initial D's excellent. The one where there's a hierarchy in hell. There's like a court system in hell, and the demons, like, it's a courtroom. It's like Law and Order, but in hell. Like, there's some good anime out there. I'm not even gonna lie, man. That, or I'm just really not in my right state of mind right now, and I'm like just looking for anything. But I'm telling you, man, there's some good ones. But right now, the initial D ones, I'm having a lot of fun with.
Oh, well, that's an oldie.
Is
Yeah,
actually One Punch is fun. I'm watching one. I can't think of the name of it. And some of the I don't care. Whatever. I'm a man. Some of the romantic ones are good. Believe it or not. Some of the love story ones are actually fucking excellent, man.
you know which one you need to watch is Your Name.
Is that a real one? Or are you getting ready to hit me with like a dick joke?
No. I'm
Okay.
dead fucking serious. I'm dead fucking serious.
But there's a lot of heart in anime, dude. The overacting, the dubs, I would rather read it. I don't like the dub stuff. They tend to overact, and it takes away from the power of the scene. Where if you just read it, whether it's in Korean or Japanese, it's better when you read it because you feel the emotion. And I'm really interested in this movie or this TV show that I never even heard of before called Alice in Borderlands.
I've heard it. Yeah, I've heard that.
Shit
it's on,
looks dope, bro.
They just did season 3, right? I saw ads for it. Hold on, I'm almost there. God damn, this fucker tweets so fucking much.
Are we still on Donovan? This
yeah. Hold on, this is why. Okay. So that's what I said, right? I should have gone to it first.
Moon's on some bullshit.
Okay, so again, here's my thing. He just can't stop, whatever. So then he says, I kind of pity you if you're going to group DC Studios into this because they're their own autonomous being other than Warner Brothers. 2, the co-CEO James Gunn has emphasized that writing and story will take precedence at DC Studios, that writers and directors will be able to put their own stamp on their projects and films. And next year in 2026 is when we'll see this twirly with Lantern, Supergirl, and Clayface. Did I at any point in time in this say anything about DC Studios?
No.
I'm talking about fucking movies in general. This is how much this motherfucker is just. I called him out the other night even too. I'm like, dude, you're fucking you're on my dick. You're just on my dick. Like, what do you want? And he's like, I don't care about you. I don't care about you at all. I don't care about anything you have to say.
Shuts up about you.
I know. And so I was like, what in the fuck are you talking about? So it's like, I just tweet out a fucking a thing about I'm not really vibing on these fucking, on these studio films right now. There's been a lot of good, smaller films this year, stuff I want to see, but I can't get to the theater as often as I would like. And it's just oh no, but you can't lump in DC Studios with that. I sure as fuck can if I want to.
He can't if he wants. He just didn't. That's what I mean.
I enjoyed Superman. Even the other day, I was watching Superman with my girlfriend, and I tweeted out, I'm watching Superman. And Donovan screenshotted it because I bet he's going to talk shit about it.
Everybody knows you already liked the movie when you went and saw it in the theater.
Yeah, I know. Well, see, what it was is I told it. So over the summer, I went hardcore trolling Donovan on Twitter, right? And I made all these very, 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 very boisterous claims, it's gonna bomb or whatever.
I hated the dog and then loving the dog. You know what I mean?
I came out and I was like, I said, what was the name of my stream right after I saw the movie?
I was wrong about crypto or some shit like that.
No, I just said I was wrong, and I put something in there. I said I was wrong. Okay, I openly admitted I was wrong, but it's so funny because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
When you get back, I need your PO box too, because I got to send you.
Dude, my PO box is in the video description.
Oh, all right, because I actually have a couple crypto shirts for you.
Jesus. I was at Ross,
and you're gonna put that keychain on your fucking card keys, loser, or I'm gonna be upset.
I may not put it on my. Well, it depends on how big it is. I try. Look, I don't like
it's
a
a
lot
big
of
plushie. When you squeak it, it says,
I don't.
Thanks for watching me, bitch. No,
I can't do the big. I don't like big keychain. I fucking hate it when people hand me their keys and it's like a daisy chain of shit.
Donovan Martin, yeah, that's too many keychains. A fucking charm bracelet, yeah, your keychains are for keys. But RJ, look at RJ. Why does Donovan Martin?
Oh, this isn't RJ. No, actually, is this RJ?
Yeah, well, we were just talking about him. I came out of
no, I don't. He's modded on the other channel. Why does Donovan Martin hate Jewish people?
His mom's a way to come in, man.
Does he hate Jewish people?
I don't know where. Yeah, what? Where?
I mean, I don't know. That's a weird one. I'm like, yes, it's me. Okay. I don't know. I don't know why he would hate Jewish people.
Anyway,
but
I hope you have fun tomorrow.
Yeah,
man.
I gotta bounce.
I want you
Yeah,
to
because
fix
it's already
those tablets. I want you to get some
Dude,
sleep.
I'm not even gonna fucking try.
I
It's gonna
want
be
you to
like-
have factory reset them. Fuck it. I want you to
No,
have.
I did, but I have to log in with my girlfriend's fucking. She's asleep, and I'm like, I can't log back into the
I
account.
want you
so.
to have a good vacation. All right.
I
Try to get away from this shit.
am
Right?
gonna work on my stories and
Finish your
try to get.
Frankenstein story. I'm kidding. I know it's a Bigfoot story. I
motherfucker.
know it. I'm fucking with
I
you.
could do a fucking Frankenstein story.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out of here. I will be periodically back more often, guys. I just had to wait for the shock to wear off. But I love you guys, and it was really good to be on here. Now I'm gonna go, RJ. I'm gonna go do homework, RJ. Episode 6, Peacemaker. I love you guys.
It's
I love you
homework. It's
guys.
homework. DM me afterward. Let me know it's homework. You know it's
Anybody who
homework.
reached out to me, man, it meant the world to me. All right. I'm out of here.
I'll see you later, buddy. Have a good one. Thank you, Chris. All right, Chris, the bipolar Jedi. Put Marvel Zombies on the tablet. Is the whole thing out? Did they drop all the episodes at once, or is it just is it weekly? Because I'm probably gonna watch it. Like I said, I bought internet access. I'm gonna put it on my tablet. I'll probably end up going to like the Lido deck, which is or the library, and then working on stuff in there and everything else. I just want to I really want to try to get, my goal is to get 3 short stories done that are around 6,000 to 8,000 words, and then eventually I'll when I get around to publishing them, I'll there's ways to see it. I just haven't published anything yet, and I got to figure out how to do cover art and figure out Amazon KDP and all that stuff, because once I figure it all out and I get into the habit of doing it, it's going to be a lot more common. And then so here's a cool thing. When I get back, my girlfriend got a job. Now here's why it's cool, because she's been out of work since May. And so she got a job. She starts work, which is great. It's Monday to Friday, obviously. So she's going to take the kids to school, and then she gets out early enough to where she's going to pick up the kids after school. At least that's the plan. I'll have to pick them up probably a couple days. But that means I can get up at 9 and I can watch a movie, and then I can do a live patio commentary or something at noon. And even if I have to work at 3 p.m. or something, that's still enough time to watch a movie and do a patio commentary and start putting out regular content, because there's no distractions. It gets hard to do when other people are moving around the house. That's kind of the whole thing. And it's not her fault. That's how I am. I stream at night because there's no one around. I'm in my room. Everyone's asleep. It's fine. I can do whatever. I like that. But for me, I'm thinking no one around, no one out there making noise. I can actually get up, watch something, and not have that whole, thing of having to talk to people. Because I spend all night at work talking to people. So that's one thing I'm working on. Or do anime reviews. Jesus fucking Christ, Jess. Jesus. Marvel. Oh my God. Brandon, I thought you finally went away. You finally stopped talking. I thought you finally went away. Marvel Zombies was made by people. That's true. But then again, Marvel Zombies was also heavily influenced by AI. Yeah. So Matt gets to be a stay-at-home dad now. I mean, technically the kids are in school. And I was a stay-at-home dad when they were born. So there's that. AI wrote the Dead Sea Scrolls. Hell yeah. But anyway. Where are we at there? All right, let me double check. Any supers that I missed here? No, you guys have been great. Thank you. I do appreciate. This is the last stream of the month or whatever. Okay, listen to the dialogue. I'm serious. The dialogue is straight up AI computer pot talk. I do feel that a lot of people, when they, writing dialogue is very cliched these days, because of the way that I think humans interpret that. You know what I mean? It's kind of so it's so funny. So when I'm working on some of the stuff for these shorts that I'm writing, or that I'm working on, because I use a lot of AI. I don't feel like it's doing everything, but it is, it is a partner. So I kind of look at it more as storytelling than anything else. at least for right now. But so like sometimes it gives me like dialogue, and I'm like, all right, and I look at it, it's kind of cliche, and then I'll run it through. Like I'll start to edit it, and I put that into Gemini or chat, and I have it kind of edit it down, and it'll be like, yeah, this is very cliche. I'm just like, but it sounds fine to me. But then again, I'm looking at it through the lens of like how I would probably write a scene if like for dialogue in a movie, because you're just trying to convey the plot, get the plot moving, right? It's not like, by saying like, let's go, it's just kind of telling the audience we're moving on. You have to be kind of frenetic about it. And a lot of times but it can be seen as lazy because there might be a better way of going about it, because when you're writing a screenplay versus writing a script, like, you can have a $6 word in a story and it works for that story. But it doesn't really like work if you're trying to like, convey it in dialogue form sort of thing. So it's kind of, it's a bit of a back and forth, and everything else. So by creating within the folders, it can log all your world. AI is amazing for logging story world information you're trying to create. Oh yeah. If you check out Novel Crafter, it's great. If you meant, like Novel Crafter is pretty good for that kind of stuff. And you can tweak the prompting to have it be more tied into your stylings as well as your own voice. And so it can replicate you pretty well. And then you can build off of that. What I do is I go through beat for beat, point for point, character by character, location, world building, story beats, all that stuff. And I come up with compelling stuff. And what I like about it is as I'm going back and forth with the AI, I actually go deeper into what I want, right? Rather than just like kind of, we'll start with this. I'm like, okay, let's go like 4 or 5 layers deeper and let's really try to like get to the bottom of who this character is. Even if it's only like a 6,000 word short story, I want there to be some kind of resonance with who they are and their motivations, which I do think helps at that point convey what they do. And I think some of the stuff's pretty good. I know Mo has read a little bit of it. Or he's listened to it, I should say. He's listened to it and everything else. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go finish packing. I'm pretty much done. I just got to get a couple small things, and then I need to get some sleep. So I got to be up in probably about I'm gonna say about 6 hours. So try to get a little rest. And thank you guys for hanging out with me for a while. I'll be back in a couple of weeks, and we'll have a little bit more fun. And again, I'll be on like Twitter or Discord or whatever. So, but I won't be streaming because I just don't have the upload ability to do that from the ship. So, all right, everyone, have a good one. And don't forget.
Turn off that pesky ad block.